Yo, spicy bread. What's going on, brother? Spice bread. How's everybody doing? Mr. Airfuni, Mr. Hitman, Mr. Amazon Zone Gaming Advocate, and call me damn, it's Mr. Pete. What's up, Emilio? Bam. I need to get to a horse. Oh, look at that. They're fishnets. Amazing. Whoa, look at this. Should I sift for gold, guys? Should I grind a bit? How are you today? I'm all right, brother. How are you? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Ugh. Ugh. I need to take a moment and what's your guys' days like so far? Today is Thursday, by the way. I feel like Thursday should be special for Mr. Thursday. When people say, hey, what's your name? We can say, it's Thursday. And they say, we know it's Thursday. What's your name? It's Thursday. I think that'd be kind of funny. What's the World Cup scoreline looking like? Oh my god! Ecuador's winning, bro! Let's go, man! Hold on. I gotta see this. Ecuador! No way, bro. That's sick. Amazing, bro. Yo, bro, Ecuador's beating Germany. That's sick. Makes me happy. Makes me so happy. So happy I want to bust. USA plays. Nah, I hope that USA... Yeah, but like we're already through. We're first place. So I think what they should do is rest all the players and only play like, you know, the coach should try out different formations. I don't think they should risk any injuries. Why do you hate the Germans? Brother. I'll put it this way. Germany's won like 30 fucking times, man. And it'll mean 20 times more to Ecuador than it will Germany. That's all I'm saying, bro. Also, Ecuador's America. I gotta rep the Western Hemisphere. Ecuador! I is gone to the spot that you said by the dam. You wasn't there, son. Which is why you're not cool. No, brother. That's different. That's different. Messi's the GOAT. He's too good.
Morning.
Morning there, pal. I'm looking for the woman that works here, Miss Anne Boleyn. 8 more crawfish. Sugar cubes. Should I sift for gold in town, or is that cringe? It's kind of power game, isn't it? How's it going there, pal? How's it doing? Can't seem to hear a word you're saying. I must be going deaf. What did I do wrong? I think it's him. Son, can you hear me? Is you whispering? If you can hear me, do this. Okay, I suppose. I don't know why I can't hear you. Mighty strange. I need some bullets. I gotta go buy some bullets. Bullets.
Morning, friend.
Morning, pal. Looking to buy me some bullets on account I want to shoot some people. Can you help me? What type of horse is this, guys? Is this a Mustang? I think it's a Mustang. I somehow ended up getting the same horse again, baby. Oh my god, there's a satchel. What? Oh no, that's my personal satchel. I think I'm gonna head west. You know what? Let's go to Valentine first. Let's go see if we can find Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie, I believe I got your gun. Want something in return, ma'am? I really hope they win, man. You guys are gonna have to forgive me here. I'm gonna have to hang out with my pal for a moment. Are we killing the marshals or joining them? I think what we're gonna do is create a Western Republic. I think that's a way cooler story beat. It's like the North and South of Frost March. That created so much RP. I want to stick to that. Otherwise, we're just gonna have the same old. Same old, son. Ecuador counterattack, chat. Oh my god! What do you think, Yamblanks? What's the plan? I want to get to a point where I'm actively, you know, being that guy as well. If you understand what I mean. I think we already found the big bad outlaws, not too many other to find. Holding the West and creating a hub sounds fun. I want to go beyond creating a hub. I think it'd be cool to make a actual kingdom. Because again, if you read the lore, I didn't get a chance to read the lore last time. I'd like to read it once we... Here, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up now. Let's see, Rosalita. Let's go over to... Let's go over to the lore. Take a look at this, guys. The Western Republic. In the canon, this happened 30 years ago. It's very recent. It was a clash of ideas. The Western Republic was backed by Spain and Mexico, as well as many private merchants. Power to the wealthy landowner. The Eastern Union is a unified democracy, higher governmental oversight with the people's interest. The outcome is the Eastern Union prevails. Oh, let me go a lot slower here. The Eastern Union won, but the regional power remains a live wire in the territories. The individual state movement is hotly debated at your local taverns and parks. So, even though they've won, the war, it's still being super contested. Like, if you're in the West, if you're at the tavern, if you're in the saloons, people are still talking about the individual movement. Which, I feel like... I remember Blue Dog was doing that. And Casins has been doing that a ton. Not too many other people have I noticed have done this. Everybody seems to be immediately jumping into the pocket of the Eastern Union. Now look at this. This is the part I really like to lean into. Mexico, with old world entanglements to Spain, meddled on the edge of civil war, funding proxies, pressuring borders, and playing long games in the frontier shadow. A post-Civil War Spain is furious with its losses and looks to gain a foothold in the frontier. So Spain is looking to get a foothold in the frontier. The individual state movement is still hotly debated at local taverns and parks. This just says that an independent separatist movement is about to happen. That's sick if you ask me, bro. Look at this. Now, this is the lore. It talks about Van Horn and Schmanhorn and, you know, all of these different places, the East. But look at New Austin. Though claimed on paper, has yet to feel the Union's boot. Towns like Tumbleweed and Armadillo run their own terms. Closer to the ghosts of the Western Republic than any Eastern town. So they're closer to being independent than they are being enveloped by the East. Their folk keep to libertarian and anarchic values. Lawmen of the Union are unlikely to travel into these areas. That's dope, bro. Why is Jamie Barlow the only one holding this up? That's so sick. Now look at Blackwater. Blackwater is the last stop on the train of civilization. Its port, train lines, and regular Western merchants have fueled its commerce into becoming the frontier's second greatest city. It can offer trades, gunslingers, or good Samaritans an opportunity to make a name for themselves. Friction with proximity to the untamed New Austin. So New Austin and the West is supposed to be super, like, independent still. It's only been won over by the Union on paper, nothing else. I wanted to lean into that. That's why all of a sudden I'm so into the Jamie Barlow stuff. It was so good that landed on our laps. Come on, Ecuador! You got 2 minutes left. Ecuador! Who was the hater in the chat that wanted Ecuador to die? Was that Yan Blanks? Oh my God! Free kick. Yan Blanks, why do you hate Ecuador, brother? Why do you want them to lose so badly? Hold on.
Caiga este estadio a 1 minuto de la gloria, Ecuador. Y la cantidad de ecuatorianos que viven en Nueva York, en New Jersey. La fiesta va a ser total. Se vale soñar, nunca rendirse, que es lo que nos ha demostrado esta selección ecuatoriana que empezó perdiendo muy temprano, que le dio la vuelta a esta historia. Acá se toman un minuto, van a dormir, a matar la pelota por ese costado, lateral para Ecuador. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, bro, they did it.
Y se mete en los 16avos de final de la Copa del Mundo.
Contra todo pronóstico, José.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's so pointless when you think about it. It's just like 10 people kicking a ball into a net. And the audience doesn't really have much to do with it, but it's sick. Howdy, ma'am.
Oh,
How you doing?
good. How are you?
Doing mighty fine. What you doing here?
Touring, adventuring.
Oh my god, I know who it is. What's your name, ma'am?
Laurel C.
Well, that's nice to meet you. I couldn't help but notice your hat. It's so foreign.
Oh,
It's
I
Eve
am
Summers.
French, yes.
You said you're French.
Oui.
I done seen some of your compatriots over there yonder in Saint Denis.
I don't know that. I do not know who you're talking about.
Well, just other French persons. There's a lot of them Europeans in the big city of Saint Denis.
Oh, oui, but I do not know everybody.
Be a shame if you did, ma'am. Well,
Oh no, I am new to town. I just come in yesterday and I'm just exploring.
it's mighty wonderful. Well, if you ever make your way all the way down into the west, down to Armadillo, ask for Mr. Shanty. He's the sheriff there. He'll show you around.
Oh, the Santiago. Oui.
That's the one, ma'am. You knows him.
I heard he is the sheriff.
He sure is, ma'am. Mighty fine sheriff, too.
May I ask, je m'appelle?
Excuse me, ma'am. I don't speak that French there.
Oh, pardon. Your name?
My name's Thursday.
Oui, it is Thursday.
It sure is, ma'am. But that's my name. It's Thursday. It also
Did,
happens to be a Thursday.
Did your mama and papa give birth to you on a Thursday?
I don't rightly know, ma'am. All I know is my pa named me Thursday. He's long dead now, and I never got to asking him why he gave me the name.
Are they still alive? You can still ask them?
No, ma'am, they's long dead. You see, I'm older in them years. I've seen more sunsets than I'm gonna see. I ain't what they call a spring chicken.
Mr. Monsieur Thursday, do you live here? It's a very beautiful town.
No, I can't say that I do. I'm sort of what they call a rambler. I'm drifting around on account of...
Nomadic.
Well, you could say that for now on account of... It's what my work compels, ma'am.
Oh, what do you do?
Well, at the moment I search for things.
Search too.
You do now.
I look for the app.
For the app.
The app? Yes, the plan.
What on tarnation is an app?
The app, the plant, the plant, the green on the ground.
Oh, you're talking about them herbs, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I said. No.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No. Sorry, it's the accent.
Sure is, ma'am. Well, the type of searching I do is the type that sort of moves around, if you understand. Got
No.
2 legs,
No.
2 arms.
No. Oh, is it the? Oh, somebody told me the story of the swamp monster. Is it that one?
Can't say that it is, ma'am, but I wouldn't rule it out. When people needs to find something out, they come and ask Mr. Thursday Case.
Oh, the information broker.
Well, not quite, ma'am. You see, they come by many names, and well, it's not something I much like talking about on account of it's not the friendliest type of work, ma'am. As a matter of fact,
No.
I think I'm gonna put down the service. You see,
Yes,
I found
that's not the business.
I found what I was looking for. What I was contracted to look for yesterday. Two boys.
Was it love?
No, ma'am, it was two boys.
What?
And they was in the barn together, if you understand.
Oh?
They were singing to each other the most beautiful tune. And that's where they died, ma'am. You see, they were wanted fugitives.
Oh.
They were wanted men, two outlaws. They used to run with Jack Cooper gang. Mr. Henry and Tobias. And old Thursday Case here had the writ of capture for them both.
Were they lovers?
Can't say that they were, ma'am. They was just friends, and they were surrounded by a whole bunch of deputies, U.S. Marshals, bounty hunters. They decided to go down fighting. It was a real sad story. I almost hate to have seen them go down that way.
Would you retell the story to the papers?
Well, that depends, ma'am. Does the papers wish to know?
I don't know. It sounds like a sad story that you could write a book about and somebody could read about it in the future.
You know, ma'am, that's actually a mighty interesting point. It never occurred to me.
You could sell these stories.
I've been telling folk about it. Well, I was telling about it yesterday. On account of these boys, even though they had done some bad. I couldn't help but notice how brave they were. You ever seen folks surrounded being shot at, and rather than surrendering, they were singing songs together. Singing songs while dying.
Like an animal cornet?
I wouldn't like to call God's creatures, especially man animals, ma'am. They was two friends, but they found themselves in a whole heap of trouble. You see, Mr.
But we are all animals.
Well, ma'am, I like to think of man and woman as something more than just beasts. You see, I like to read the good book. The good word, ma'am, the gospel. And in that book it says we're created in God's image. Well, he said that of man. He didn't quite say it for the ladies, if you know what I mean.
You see, I study the animal and the plants.
Oh, she's sliced me and I didn't see. Sure do, ma'am. There's some really pretty flowers out in the desert. A certain sage that I've come across.
Oh, that's my last name, Sage.
Your name is App Sage.
No, it's my last name.
What'd you say?
Sage.
What was your first name, ma'am?
Laurel.
Laurel Sage.
Oui, oui.
But like I says, ma'am, if you ever fixin' to go down to the desert, they got some pretty flowers there. I must say, though, it's a bit different out in the west.
What makes it so different? Is there no grass?
Yeah, there ain't no grass, but that's not the type of difference I was talking about.
Are the people unkind?
Well, I wouldn't say unkind, but they're different, ma'am. Don't forget, all the New Austin was the Western Republic, and only recently did the Union win them over in the war. It's got a lot of folk there that don't cotton to the Eastern Union. They see themselves as still independent.
Also, Thursday, do you broker the information for the lawman?
But it depends, ma'am. I make no bones about it, lawman or regular person, herb collector. If there's a service I can do when I'm interested, I'll help.
I see.
The story with them boys that I was contracted to do wasn't so much to get information, but to have them captured. I believe they call them bounty hunters. But I think the name is a bit too crude and I don't like it.
So what do you want to be called?
Just Thursday for now, ma'am.
This Thursday.
Will you make me a promise?
If I can, yes.
Will you promise to go down and check out the West for yourself?
If there's the plants, I will go.
Ma'am, what do you do once you get all your plants together? Do you sell them in bouquets?
No. I give the Yahoo to the doctors, and then I sketch them down in a book. I want to make a field guide. And make a book.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, that's the sort of thing they need down in the West. Infrastructure, you see. The cholera done blew through and killed almost the whole town of Armadillo. And there's been insurrection and war and rebellion ever since. They needs all the help they can get.
They're all dead?
Well, they ain't dead, but a big portion of the folk there did pass away, ma'am. The cholera was mighty tough to deal with.
Oy vey. Do they have doctors in Armadillo?
Well, it's meant to yesterday. They ain't official on the books, but they's helped the folk over there. I think they could right use someone like yourself and some of your expertise, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm getting all the herbs and I'm just giving them the Yahoo. I know they need it. It's for the blood clotting I learned yesterday.
Well, I'll be damned.
Mm-hmm. Do you know of any other herbs in the area?
I surely don't, ma'am. I ain't never been one for the flowers, though I do love looking at them. But my pal, Mr. Smoke, he's always stopping me, jumping off his horse and collecting little flowers and petals off the ground. I think him and his wife are enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mr.
I can introduce you to Mr. Smoke and Miss Hunter.
S'il vous plaît.
If you follow me to the telegraph, I'll even share with you their address.
S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît.
Ma'am, I tell you what, that Western Republic... Excuse me, I shouldn't call it that. The West, New Austin. It gets prettier every time I see it. It's got beautiful canyons and desert sky and stars that, you can't find anywhere else. Sometimes I'm surprised how so many beautiful things grow out of that dirt.
Valentine is très beautiful, no?
Sure is, ma'am. Feels
So green.
it's also kind of muddy, ma'am.
But you're not alive if you don't feel the earth, no?
Yes, sir, ma'am. But like I says, the desert. It's mighty strange.
Monsieur Curtis said to me yesterday, the world is like an oyster. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to find out.
Who said that to you? On account of someone told me that yesterday as well.
Monsieur Curtis is at Baton Rouge.
Oh, you're talking about them boys in Baton Rouge, Mr. Curtis.
Yeah. I met him yesterday. He saved me from the shadow of the marsh. He bit my shoulder and almost killed me.
Be a shame if you did, ma'am.
He saved me just in time.
Well, I was gonna go meet with those boys today.
They are very nice.
Is you ready? I'm gonna give you Mr. Smoke's telegram number.
Yes, sir.
It's KEC 08507.
There's just Mr. Smoke.
Mr. Smoke. That's right. You always got to be careful if his wife gets the idea that another woman's writing to him. She can be awfully curt.
Can I have your telegram, Mr. Thursday?
You absolutely can't, ma'am. I don't know you's like that.
Oh, pardon.
No, I'm only kidding, ma'am. I'm only kidding.
Oh.
That there's what we call a joke, ma'am. I thought you'd never ask. Well, my telegram is UOR78114.
Your last name, Mr. Thursday?
Case.
Pardon?
Case. Like a bookcase.
Oh,
Or a briefcase.
I see. Oh.
Or a
I will
nutcase.
I will telegram you when I get money from the bank.
Very well, ma'am. I just got to get going. I just got somewhere to be. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I hope to see you again.
Oui. Likewise.
Take care, ma'am.
Oui.
I was heading east to Van Horn.
Oh, good luck. Safe travels.
I need to get some bullets. You know what? I'm gonna get them from Valentine.
How's that siding looking?
Need to give me some bullets.
Howdy, Mr. Case.
Howdy, pal. How you doing?
Doing all right. Wanted to follow up with you off yesterday. Want to make sure that you're doing all right.
Of course. I was gonna get myself a small bite to eat and... Say, do you know if the gunsmith is in town?
To my knowledge, it's not open yet.
Understood. I mean, you need some bullets.
Yeah, we can definitely help you out with that.
Well, I'd be mighty appreciative. Should I meet you at the station?
Well, I mean, the government shop is still currently available in there.
Oh, I understand what you mean. I understand.
So I want to make sure you weren't hurt or anything hit yesterday at all.
No, I sure wasn't, sir. Not even a graze.
Good. I didn't have too much time to follow up with you after everything.
I was the marshal.
He was awake,
sorry about that.
but the last time I saw him.
Last I remember, he was on the ground bleeding in a pool of his own blood.
Well, he got hit in the guts. So we got him down here. Doctor took care of him, stitched him all together. Last I saw him, he was laying down in the office there, still communicating. He was awake.
Be a shame if he was shot somewhere else.
Yes, sir, it would.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry you had to get involved in something like that yesterday. I'm glad to see you're all right.
Ain't no need to be sorry, son. No need at all. How about yourselves? Is y'all all right?
Oh, I've seen my days of thunder.
Them boys was brave,
fine.
was they not?
Yeah.
Them
Little
boys
brave, little stupid.
was mighty brave. They were singing the song all the while getting shot at. Never seen such a thing in my life.
Yeah, I heard that.
Almost made me sad to have to put them down the way we did.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do? Mr. Woody offered them all he could in the presence of a marshal, promised them a fair trial and all that, and they wanted to, well, go down the way they did.
Yes, sir, they did.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Well, I was gonna go inside, get myself a drink, and be on my way.
All righty, Mr. Case. You take it easy.
Here, sir.
You as well. I don't know their names at all. I always wind up pulling up YouTube or stream. What do you mean, redemption? Howdy, ma'am. I wish you wasn't a computer bot. I want to talk to somebody. Let me go west. Let me go to the Western Union. Is this my horse? Oh, I see what you're saying, bro. I'm telling you, man. The inability to focus because of having the phones there and pulling shit up is gonna be the death of us. I remember about 20 years ago, man. I can't believe it's been that long. Maybe not 20, about 15 years ago. I was in college and there was this one instructor who said how bad the cell phone was. This is way before smartphones. And he said because every half hour, every 15 minutes or whatever, you get a text message and it interrupts your train of thought and focus. And that was back when people were just texting each other, man. It's very prophetic what he mentioned. Because now it's way worse. Ain't no one be texting me. Oh, bro, I get texted all the time, man. I keep getting spam offers. Nah, brother, don't delete this. This here is good. See, we talk to each other, we reflect ideas. Please don't leave me. You gotta stay, man. Hey, Trip to 96. Thank you for the sub, bro. I didn't even see. How you been, Finno? Man, that's crazy. Ecuador beat Germany. What? Who topped that group? That surely means they're going through, right? I want to write a stupid story, but can't keep my attention. Well, here, look. The shit goes in cycles. And here's a thought to dwell on. Here's a thought to dwell on. I always thought that writing was a pain in the ass. It takes so much effort to sit down and write. And I would marvel before the written word and paper was as accessible, i.e. in ancient medieval-esque times, ancient Greece, how persons would relate stories, history, teach all of that stuff orally. And the oral tradition was the predominant mode of study and reading and writing. And when I learned that Homer's Iliad and Odyssey was never even written down, the whole thing was communicated by word of mouth. I mean, thousands of pages. You can hardly fucking believe it, man. But it was. And I think we might be slowly going back to that, where you could just talk your story into a phone or a recording device. Didn't even know camel racing in big. I don't know what that means. I put my app in. Really, polarizer? What? If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. I hope they permaban you, polarizer, like they did Zodi. Eating dinner. Okay, no Ann here. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Wait, how is the typewriter any different than the computer keyboard? This guy's trying to flex how cool he is with his fucking typewriter, bro. Hey, bro, are you gonna play West for the first time? I'm about to have another kid and I need case streams. It's a tradition. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, man. I'm about to diversify a little bit more, I think, including some art and early morning GTA, I think. Just going with the flow at the moment. Having another child, brother. You're like in the process of conceiving it, or he has been conceived and is gonna come to fruition soon. You ever had an L avocado roll? I don't know what that is. L Eli or L? No, but I had the most overpriced breakfast burrito today. I sure did. What? Boy or girl? Oh, you're talking about it. I think you're talking about an eel. My favorite sushi is rainbow roll. You can get it at every sushi place, and it's just a rainbow. It's called rainbow roll because it's got the most assortment of fish. They got salmon on there. They got, I think, tuna on there. They got the shmuna. They got all of it. So what do you have? You have one boy and two girls? Jeez. A lucky man. Nah, not a scary. Seafood's amazing, bro. Good seafood is hard to beat. There's this Russian / Armenian Soviet type of fish. It's called silotka. I think it's smoked. I'm not even sure how they make it. You eat it cold. It's called silotka, and it's salty and cold. I think it's a smoked fish. You eat it with boiled potatoes. It's one of my favorite meals ever. Can somebody look it up? Are there any Russians in the chat? Any Soviet people? It might also be popular in the Balkan countries. Silotka. Oh, you like to quote? Cheese. One selfish, build a house.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What's going on there, mister?
How's it going there, son?
Well. If it isn't everybody's favorite day of the week. You visiting or you just, well, I guess Friday Jr. would be his name.
It'd be a shame if it was.
You just riding through or you're here to visit?
Hey, Maggie.
No, Mr. Curtis, as a matter of fact.
Howdy, Catfish.
I'm here to see you and Mr. Jesse Bennett.
Well, shit. Hitch on right up. I think, Jesse should be around here soon.
I didn't return yesterday after telling you I would, but it seemed y'all had just gone to bed.
Oh, yeah, we was riding, all around, and after a while, it was just so late. Had to rest my head. Well, hitch up, make yourself comfortable here, and we'll get more acquainted.
What I'd like to talk about is mighty important, so I figure I'll be sticking around till Mr. Jesse
I don't think this is
shows up.
right boots.
Yeah, when he gets here, we'll head on over to the boat.
To the boat.
To the boat.
All right.
The boat. Howdy,
Come on,
ma'am.
Jane.
To the boat. Hello.
Need to hitch up my horse. That's aura right there, guys.
Psst. Ah, there.
Howdy, ma'am.
I thought you had a hole in your shaft. I was about to give you $1.
Be a shame if I did.
Oh, in fact, you do. Look at that, you do. Hmm.
Where's
Betty.
I don't see it, ma'am. Why don't you get off your horse and show me?
Oh, it's right there.
Well,
Right
you're
there,
gonna
you
have
see
to
it.
be a little more specific than right there's, ma'am.
I can be real specific if you'd like.
Be a shame if you wouldn't.
It's right there. Right there.
Would you mind describing the area on account I don't see it, ma'am?
Well, if you get your eyes and you just tilt your head to the
What?
right a little bit, you'll see it.
Ma'am, that's
Or if you
what...
get your hand and you just rub your shoulder, you'll feel it.
Ma'am, I believe that's what they call a button. And man's
No, I
liable...
believe that's what they call a hole
And a
in
man's
your shaft.
liable to unbutton his shirt from time to time.
No, not time to time. I believe if a man would get his hand and rub his shoulder, he would feel a hole.
But I don't have a hole, ma'am.
But how do you know you haven't felt it? You haven't looked either.
Be a shame if I did.
It would be the opposite. What's the opposite?
You're the woman from Saint Denis.
No, I'm not.
Be a shame if you weren't on account I remember.
Oh, do you?
Unless, of course, ma'am, you've got yourself a twin.
Yes, I do. I'm a triplet, in fact. Yes, I have many of me running around. I did recognize your hat. It stands out like a beacon.
Well,
It'd be
ma'am,
a pity if you had to stand out too much, wouldn't it?
be a shame, ma'am, if I wasn't the only one to see me on account of this here is a $6 hat.
Oh, is it $6? That's quite the bit. You know, I'd be very careful, Mr. Wednesday. Someone might just take it if you're not careful.
Ma'am, it's Thursday.
It's what?
It's Thursday.
Wednesday. No, it's Friday, actually.
No, ma'am, I believe today is Thursday.
No, it's Friday.
It seems to me, ma'am, that you've got yourself a case of the Thursdays.
It seems to me you have yourself a case of the bad.
Tell me, ma'am, what you doing all the way here in New Austin?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm here to talk to some of the boys from what they call here's New Baton Rouge. You see, I had a meeting with them yesterday, but I was a bit too busy and couldn't make it in time.
How is that so? You couldn't make it in time? What, you were too busy? It wasn't a priority, was it not?
It'd be a shame if it wasn't, ma'am, but I'm only one fella and can only be in so many places at once.
Well, sure, but when you're busy, eventually you're no longer busy, and you can have some time, can't you?
Well, that's what...
Unless that is right now.
Well, that's why I'm here now, ma'am.
Oh,
That horse is fixing to kick you any minute now.
he's clingy.
Well, he's gonna
That's
clink his hoof into your stomach, ma'am. You might want to put down the cigarette and give him a pat.
No, he's fine, he's just clingy. That's all right.
Be a shame if he kicked you in the gut.
So where'd you get your hat from? Saint.
Well, ma'am, this hat was passed down to me from my pa and his pa and his pa. Adjusted for inflation, I'd say it's worth $600.
$600, is it?
Well, ma'am, to me it's priceless.
Oh.
Hell, even if
Would
it
you
was...
give anything for it?
Well, even if it was worth a penny, I wouldn't get rid of it. On account of look at it, ma'am. You ain't never seen another
Well, what
like it.
if you didn't have it anymore? Would you pay for it back?
Well, it'd be a shame if it went missing, ma'am.
Well, sure, but plenty of things go missing, don't they? Either you get it back or you don't. What kind are you? Would you get it back?
Jane, Case, y'all hungry?
Yes, sir, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, but I must say, Mr. Curtis, I'm strapped for cash. I got but only a quarter.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cookhouse ain't officially open. What about you, Jane?
Yes, I'm quite famished.
All right. Hopefully y'all good with bacon.
Loves me some bacon, ma'am.
Y'all too hungry over here?
I hate bacon. I love bacon. Bacon's great.
Sure.
Why is he so inquiring about my hat?
It's just a nice hat, isn't it? Like I said, stands out like a beacon. Can't quite keep your eyes off the hat.
Well, ma'am, but
like
don't...
I said, ought to be careful. Oh.
Ma'am.
Please, if y'all gonna flirt, take that to a shaded tree somewhere.
Where is the bait?
I'm coming with it.
It ain't the hat, ma'am. I believe
sorry,
it's...
Joe.
I believe it's the wearer of the hat that's got you intrigued, ma'am.
No, I believe it's the great story behind the hat.
Be a shame if it wasn't, ma'am.
It'd be a shame if you were wishfully thinking.
Ain't nothing shameful about a man making a wish, ma'am. Every night I don't look up to the stars and I say, starlight, star bright. I'd love to make a dream tonight.
And what do you dream of?
Be a shame if I told you, ma'am, the first rule of dreams is you gotta keep them in your gut.
Didn't you just tell me a dream of yours?
Which one was that?
What a great question.
Well, you've got an answer for it, ma'am? It's mighty strange, I must say.
There is an answer. You can figure it out.
Mr. Curtis, you said this Mr. Jesse Bennett is for sure coming back?
Yup.
Did he go on to that town of Blackwater? Oh, thank you for this bacon.
I'm gonna be honest, he's waking up here in a bit. I'm not sure where exactly he... All right, okay.
Thank
You're
you.
hungry, huh?
So hungry. Thank
It
you
should
very
be
much.
here very shortly, Case. If you're busy or got somewhere to be, I understand it, but it's probably a little bit like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Mr. Curtis, could you tell me a bit about the relationship between you and this Mr. Bennett fella?
You know what, I can. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna hand this to this fellow over here, and I'll be right back.
Be a shame if you don't.
Be a shame if I died.
I think the music is influencing me a little too much. It's a little too serene. No, guys, look, I was trying to get out of free cam. That's why my mouse was going all over the place. I was trying to get out of free cam and it was spazzing out.
So what is it you do?
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy.
How about a hello? How you doing? My name is so-and-so. What's yours?
Oh, I'm Isabella Whitmore. What's your name?
Mrs. Whitmore, my name's Thursday.
I ain't Mrs.
Well, you sure as hell ain't a mister, ma'am.
Well, no, but I ain't a Mrs. because I ain't married.
Be a shame if you was.
Well, damn right it would be.
Miss Whitmore. Is that better?
No. Or just Dr. Izzy.
Dr. Easy. You's a doctor.
Yeah, I'm the doctor here.
I'll be damned. Well, at the moment, ma'am, I'm surveying.
Surveying, huh? That have anything to do with making maps? No, that's cartography.
No, you's
What kind
close.
of survey you doing?
Cartographers also survey, ma'am.
Yeah, probably true.
Well, at the moment, I'm surveying your land.
Are you?
Yours specifically.
Mine specifically.
Is you a part of Mr. Jesse Bennett's New Baton Rouge, ma'am?
Yeah, that would be where my doctor's office is.
Is you his woman?
No.
Is you fixing to be, ma'am?
Not as far as I know.
Not as far as you know. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'm fixing to talk to the boy. I was supposed to talk yesterday, but I seem to have just missed him. By the time I arrived, the young boy had to go to sleep.
Yeah, I remember you riding through.
That's right. You was with that group of folk. The one with the tattered clothes, the mighty rude fella.
Oh, the one right over there, Curtis?
No, not Curtis. Curtis is a good kid.
Oh, yeah, David or Eamon.
So is you part of some outfit, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm part of the medical outfit. I'm just a doctor.
Is you a doctor that works for the state, or you got your own private practice?
Well, I got my own private practice here. Right now, I'm just operating out of tents in there, but eventually that building right straight in front of me is going to be my office.
It'd be a shame if it never became so.
Suppose it would be.
Be a shame if the building burned down to the ground.
And there was a whole group of patients in there.
That'd be a damn shame, Mr. Curtis.
Maybe you were one of them in there too, and for some reason we tied you to the bed.
Be a damn,
Imagine that.
Damn shame if it was so. And then the fire was so bolsterous, it caught on to the whole town and burned everything and everyone.
Just means we get to rebuild it the way we want it.
What do you think? You know what? Y'all ever think about what happens when you die?
All the time, son.
Been thinking about that since yesterday. Had a close call. Let me ask you, would you want to be reincarnated as an animal or as a person?
And what's that mean, reincarnated, son?
I mean, when you die, you become something else. It's a new beginning.
I don't think I've given him much thought, son. Well, what is your advice? If a man dies, what should he return as?
There's Jesse.
You know, if it was up to me and I had a chance, I think to myself, fuck this, fuck everybody. I'm gonna be a piece of shit, and I'm gonna live fast and die young.
Well, Mr. Curtis, you can do that now. You ain't got to die and be resurrected.
I'm already at 30. I'm halfway. I'm not even more than halfway out the door. At this point, I gotta slow down. I got a nice place around here. I'm gonna die alone, which is fine. I love that. But I can't live fast no more. No, taking the days go by slower. Everything's slower. When I piss, it's slower.
Well, son.
Well.
Is that Mr. Jesse Bennett with all the beads across his neck?
That Greek. Tell him now, cousin.
That Greek, partner. Chicken feet. Some high quality, high level practitioner.
The eye of a wombat.
The scrotum of a South African turtle.
The neck of a giraffe.
The eye of newt.
The tail of a gator.
The left toenail of a toucan.
The earlobe of a woman.
What?
Of a what?
A woman.
Oh, my days.
Well, son, you
The
started
belly button length of a Van Horn whore.
Okay, now we're doing humans. It's just too much. You know, the animals was fine, but I ain't looking to have ears on my necklace here.
What was I just given? What is this?
The
Holy
shrunken
shit.
head of an infant baby. Okay, that was it. That was the last one, I promise.
Who made this? You made this, Curtis?
No.
Nope, they're making it over at the parlor house. I picked some up for you boys.
I think we got to take this talk to the boat. See, tensions are very high around here with Esteban's men.
Heavens forbid. By the way, I take a look at that turtle scrotum on account of turtles lay eggs. They ain't got scrotums.
What, they got cloacas?
Listen. That's a trade secret.
So it is. Be a shame if it wasn't.
Mr. Case.
Yes, Mr. Curtis?
Seemed like you was in a bit of a rush yesterday. How did that go for you?
Sure was, son. You nearly caused me to have a giant and big loss.
Really? How big of a loss are we talking?
A loss so big, son, you nearly ruined your own prospects.
Well, speaking of ruining prospects, you caused us to have a loss.
Yep.
I don't think so, sir.
And boys had a lot of use.
A lot.
Don't think so,
lot.
sir.
A big chunk of loss.
Well, maybe you're right. Tell me about it. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
We'll get
Well,
there.
there's no use talking about it, mon frere. They're dead.
Sure are. Never seen two boys so brave, so young, so in love.
Well,
Nobody done cleaned this up over here. Fuck.
you was fixing to tell us something.
Well, I wanted to talk to you, son, about certain prospects, certain business. Where your head's at. About Mr. New Baton Rouge.
I think that this here place is gonna fail. Then it's gonna succeed. Then it might fail. Then it's gonna succeed, and so on and so on. But my cousin and I are here to one day see it prosper, with or without us. Ain't that right, Jesse?
Oh, yeah.
The premier port of all the lands. Is that what you want to know?
That's what it's come to talk to you about. On account of it's a wonderful dream, and it's a great idea. But it's missing one single ingredient. Only problem is, don't know where your head's at and where you're fixing to stand. The big rewards and prosperity come with big risks. Mighty big ones. Now, Mr. Jesse Bennett knows a bit of what I'm talking about. Mr. Curtis, I don't know you so much. I don't know where you been. So I can't rightly say what you know about some of the happenings out in the West.
I think after everything that I've found out, a whole different bunch of folk, to me it sounds like too many people touching the gumbo.
Oh, yeah.
You might know it as Mr. Case is too many cooks in the kitchen. But I am curious, Jesse, what you gotta say about that? What done happened?
I don't really know what the fuck he's talking about, partner.
I'm talking about Mr. Dean Mercer.
Come on, Jesse.
And leaving Mr. Jamie Barlow out to dry.
Who left him out to dry?
Seems to me, the entirety of the West.
The predicament that traitor to the Eastern Union finds himself in is self-made. That fella's in the business of throwing everybody into the firing line to save his own ass. Him and Santiago.
I don't
know if I...
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I told you about our long history. More so, him and my brother. My brother's in a hospital bed right now with no arms and legs. He got turned into a Cajun nugget. That's besides the point. Jamie and Paul, my brother, go way back.
What's your cousin brother's name?
Huh?
You're the one that got turned into a nugget.
Paul.
Mr. Paul. Well, what's Mr. Jamie Barlow got to do with your brother becoming a nugget?
Nothing.
I'll be damned.
I'm just saying, he gave me a lot of promises, partner, that he was gonna help me. It's the whole reason I came out here. I ain't got shit, but plopped in the middle of a fucking whatever the fuck this is, whole big mess. Right in the middle of it. And he is doing his damnedest to make sure that I'm the scapegoat. Bringing me down with him, so to speak.
I don't think so, Mr. Jesse Bennett.
How the fuck don't you think so?
On account of that's why I'm here. But there's got to be certain that use for it. On account of
for
my
what?
neck. My neck is on the line, as well as everybody else's.
How the hell is your neck on the line? Where the hell do you slide into this?
Well, I've been busy, Mr. Bennett. And I've been doing a whole bunch of surveying. It's come to understand a bit of what's going on. And I'm starting to see where it's headed. And I've been lucky enough to have the opportunity to influence the direction that the boat's traveling in.
You know, I'm starting to think a lot of people think that way. This is a land of opportunity after all, and all these people trying to kill each other, that's a big old opportunity, because they all seem to be in positions of power in places and whatnot. Now, I was thinking, reading over these files, what would I do if I was Chief Marshal Johnson? What would I do if I was met with this big old long list of murderers, seditionists, traitors, weasels, snakes, serpents? I'm starting to think it's all going to plan, partner. They want everybody to kill each other, and then they send the army in to pick up the pieces. Because these files, well, they indicate that there's at least, 7, 8 people all over the state working their way into towns, different parts, in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. And they're all lined up with this. They're all connected somehow.
Mr. Jesse,
Nope.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I'm still confused.
Well, I suppose I cut right to the heart of it all. How ambitious is you? And how big of a risk is you willing to take? Because the way I sees it, you got two options. And one of them is in the pocket of the Eastern Union. And I don't think that's the correct choice, son. That war that concluded about 30 years ago is suspect at best. At best. If you fixin' to lay a stake down in New Baton Rouge, this could very well be the most important key piece in the entire frontier, not just in the region. But only so if the Western Republic detaches itself successfully.
What's so good about this Western Republic, Mr. Case? Because, you know, when I came around, I heard tell of it. Everybody knows about the war. But if I give you my 2 cents, I think they's all as bad as each other. There ain't no such thing as a good politician, partner. And the best way to keep your head out of it is to live your own damn life away from all of it. And this is where this place comes in. We're the only town around here that doesn't have a sheriff's office. And nobody's fixing to get one either.
Well, what's the sheriff's office gonna do for you, son? And what's the
Nothing.
lack of a sheriff's office gonna do? The way I sees it, the entire territory in the east has been claimed. Every single one of them places is its own little kingdom. You see, I was at the Dawson trial and I've seen with my own eyes what took place. You got certain Mr. Ruger who controls all of Saint Denis. He's the king of Saint Denis. Then you got the Blackwater with his constabulary, a Mr. Shapter and a Kane. They's the king of their province. You've got Mr. Woody, who's a mighty good sheriff, what they call honorable. That's his territory, and then you got them folk in Rhodes. And every single one of those men is a part of what they call the East. There's one outstanding variable, and that's called New Austin. It was backed by the Spanish crown and Mexico. And there's a reason why they fought so hard to support the separatist movement. On account of the West is rich with resources. It's got gold veins and there's talk of oil out there in Plainview. You understand what I'm saying, son? Now the Union was desperate to get a hold of it. Mighty desperate. They had a Mr. Santiago and a Jamie Barlow, who's the son of Barlow Sr., the great revolutionary. They took out Mr. Esteban and they were given certain titles. They were allowed to have their own little kingdom. And a certain few Dawson boys decided to go outside the kingdom. That was a bit of a mess. Mr. Barlow put his foot down to protect the interests of what they had, and everybody jumped shit and turned on the fella. What if I told you, son, that war is far from being over? That the crown of Spain is looking back certain folk? That a certain Esteban ain't dead? And he's fixing to be released soon. And when he does, he's gonna have the support from across the border. And if this West, well, if they succeed where they once failed, New Baton Rouge will be the first stop. The very first stop.
You're telling me I don't have a choice in this?
What I'm telling you, son, is if you support the separatist movement, you will have the most profitable outpost in the entire damn frontier.
If I don't fucking die.
Well, that's a big if, son.
I fucking hate you politician motherfuckers. I hate fucking politics. I hate you
I'm
fucking fancy dressed fucking...
Case, who are you?
Fork tongue. Who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
Some kind of Pinkerton partner?
I've been in a lot of things, son. At the moment, I'm a poet.
How the fuck you know about Esteban?
Yeah, he know a lot more than just Esteban. How the fuck does somebody come here, say they living off a pension? By the way, I did look it up. Okay, mean you done work somewhere, and then they still paying you for all the time you done worked.
That's
I don't know where the fuck you work. And all of a sudden, motherfucker, I see you everywhere. I hear your name everywhere. People are starting to talk like this.
I'm just looking for my pal. Don't mind me.
Who the fuck are you, Case?
What are you trying to do here?
Son, he's got an opportunity of a lifetime here, and he's gonna let it slip through your hands.
No, I'm listening to you, partner. I'm listening to you. I understand this is the same spiel I got told in the back alley in New Orleans by my friend Jamie. Ex-friend.
You left that boy out to dry the way I see it.
I didn't leave. He tried to fucking kill me, Case. Have you read these files? Him and Santiago both are trying to kill me right now.
I don't think
For
that's...
what?
I don't think that's true. If there was, I don't think they're doing it yet. I've been meeting with Mr. Barlow on the regular. I've been meeting with other folk too.
Got a big pair of balls on your Case. Nothing stopping me from going to fucking Chief Marshal Johnson right now and telling him that you're his fucking magnum opus. With all these connections you got.
Only problem is, son, me and Mr. Johnson's a lot closer than you think. How'd you figure I got those writ of hands? The handbills. The only man in the entire territory with the legal privilege of capturing a man and bringing him in belongs to me. Ain't nobody else. For Jack Cooper and every one of his gang.
Yet.
Yet what? They're fixing to write some for Jamie Barlow, and guess who's first in line for that as well?
Yeah, and how long till they start handing them out like hotcakes because you ain't collected?
They ain't done it yet.
Yet, exactly. Now, I heard what's in it for me in terms of sedition. Why would I work with Jamie Barlow and Santiago? They've shown me that they can't lead a revolution. They can't even fucking lead a town. Let alone a fucking trying to secede from the state, partner. I've already pillaged all their resources, legally. I haven't had to lift a finger, I haven't had to ride in the armadillo. I have everything they had.
The ways I sees it, son. You see, I got an interest in that West. I got a family surveyor that's worked with my folks for many a year coming down here to do some fresh analyzing. And I'm fixing to lay my stake out there in the West. If I do that, son, I understand that Mr. Baton Rouge is gonna be the key point. There will need to be a point of contact for trade and all sorts of other things, and you are the first stop. The Eastern Union's territory all the way up to 30 years ago stopped at Blackwater. At Blackwater, son. Every tavern and saloon that you go to in the West, folk are still talking about independence. What they lack is a bit of leadership and organization. I don't understand why you want to claim this new Baton Rouge and have it be the premier port town, but ain't fixing to be independent. That's where all your...
He is independent.
As a right now, you're a part of the union. Once you separate, if you separate with us, anyone in the entire frontier that wants any of the resources that are exclusive to the West must come through here. Every single one of those folks will have to go through New Baton Rouge. Every single one of them. Not to Blackwater, to New Baton Rouge.
Just answer this for me. You're saying independence, but we're still picking a side.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be independent. We're gonna be working under the thumbs of folk that's trying to kill us right now.
You think Jamie gonna let him do what he wanna do?
Jamie Barlow needs you now more than ever.
Well, fuck him. He should have fucking said, he should have filled me in on these plans. He should have told me this shit. He should have tried to help me while he could. It's too late, partner. He fucking threw me and all my people into this fucking mess. He put my name on them files. He put a target on my back and innocent folk living here. That man is a seditionist, okay? Now I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest with you. Couldn't care less about what he's trying to do. The fact of the matter is that him and Santiago have actively tried and are trying to kill me.
Mr. Jesse Bennett, I ain't delivering you the words of Mr. Jamie Barlow. I'm telling you my words here.
Okay, so who's leading this republic then? You?
I don't think it could be one person, son.
You don't think one's gonna try? You don't think one's gonna try to lead this?
I can tell you right now that if I threw my hat into the mix and said I'm for the republic, Jamie Barlow gonna...
You gonna follow orders or you gonna die? You follow orders, boy.
Then Jamie Barlow
will
kill him. Then Jamie Barlow will serve his purpose and he'll be bumped to the side or put underground.
This fella can't lead shit. Jamie Barlow and Santiago have proved that. I don't know why you're going on this suicide mission, throwing your hat in with them fucking idiots. The whole state wants to kill him for a reason. It's because they're fucking dumb.
Mr. Jesse Bennett. The man who hoards armadillo is the only person that ain't inside the Eastern Union.
For now.
They had Mr. Jamie Barlow and Mr. Santiago get rid of Esteban. And now that the big old problem's out the picture, Jamie Barlow disappeared and Santiago, boy, it's just a matter of time. He'll serve his purpose, they'll get rid of him, and they'll stick at Mr. Eastern Unionist there. And you know what's gonna happen? The opportunity of a lifetime is gonna slip through our fingers. You've got the moment now. Be a shame if we don't seize it, son.
How do I seize it?
Better question here is case if you were in in Jesse's shoes here, what would be your next step? Seeing it so that Jamie and Jesse haven't seen eye to eye in the past. Jesse cast it to the side right at the beginning, not knowing the bigger picture, the bigger plan. Then got his name put on some files, making him look like seditionist, treasonist, a piece of shit.
They turned me into a scapegoat. I was their most loyal man. I was getting everything done when it came to criminality. He had a whole entire week to come find me. Him and Santiago both, they had a whole entire week, even more than that, before they released these files to come and have a talk with me. Real cordial. And you know what I would have said?
What's that, son?
I would have said yes. The time has passed. Now the time is fucking self-defense.
Mr. Jesse, you got played an ill hand.
Sure as shit did.
Mr. Santiago was trying to look after his interest. Mr. Jamie Barlow was trying to save his neck. And you was looking after yours. But every single one of y'alls need to understand you're somehow on the same side.
How the fuck am I on the same side of folk trying to kill me? You know, they changed my mind. They changed me into a different type of person. I see things different now, Mr. Case. They throw people to the fucking wolves. The best resource a fella got, especially in their shoes, is people. They had so many people. Now every single person they had wants to kill them. There's no way that you can make that make sense. There's no way that you can tidy that up in their favor. They fucked up. They fucked up real bad. They don't know a damn thing about what they're doing, Mr. Case. And you want to throw your hat into them? You want to secede with them? They're gonna get you killed.
Mr. Jesse, I want us to secede together. What was lacking before I can bring. And if you here pledge with me, I know I can win the both of them over. I'm telling you, there's so much going on that you at the moment is unaware of. But I just got to be sure before I tell you what's going on.
Mr. Case, how about this? I build my town up. I get the things I want done. I got Gatling guns coming in eventually. Real exotic weaponry. That's gonna be only through this port. You tell nobody. I build my town up, I do my thing, I keep my people safe, I keep my head down. You kill Jesse Barlow and Santiago your damn self, and then you come talk to me.
I ain't fixing to kill him, son. We're gonna need him.
Kill him dead.
We're gonna need him.
We don't need them. They're replaceable. They're fucking stupid.
They isn't. Someone's got to play the sheriff out in Armadillo. Someone's got to do it.
Yep, Braxton.
The hell with Braxton. He's too young. He's too mighty for himself.
He's older than Santiago.
Mr. Santiago is a scheming politician who's played
He's a fucking shit schemer.
This man has played his cards better than anyone I've ever damn witnessed in my life. He sure has. Everyone's gone down around him. That boy's risen. I'm only speaking the facts.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you the fucking facts.
You've got to stick together. You're on the same side.
You're losing me here, because now you sound just like them. This motherfucker didn't play no cards right. He should have killed my ass when he had the chance. He's a fucking dumbass. He released these files knowing damn well I know the whole truth and I can prove it.
All this infighting is gonna cause y'all to destroy yourselves and lose the opportunity of a lifetime.
Good. Because this motherfucker's so dastardly, I'd fucking die just to kill him.
You see, I think this would all be different if Jamie was here.
Mr. Curtis, you gotta... is anything I'm saying making sense to you, son?
The devil is an armadillo. Lucifer done fucking crawled out of the pits of hell as a pit of smoke and fucking right into Santiago's mouth when he woke up yawning in the morning. That motherfucker is a fucking fork-tongued demon serpent, and I'm gonna make sure he fucking dies painfully.
You're gonna ruin yourself in the process.
What I'm hearing is, and what I'm seeing is, like you said it, Case, Jesse got done a really bad hand. A really bad hand in the beginning of all of this.
Despicable they did.
But hold on, Jesse. What Case is saying here is all the thought we don't put into New Baton Rouge. Not necessarily picking a side. Maybe the side of the Union sounded good to us because we know how the other side done did you.
If Santiago's reading the Western Republic, I'd rather the Union.
I'll lead the damn Western Republic, son.
Then kill Santiago. You don't need him. Kill him.
Santi gonna make sure that he's good, and that's it. He don't really got people. He don't care about the fucking deputies or whatnot. All he cares about is that power. He cared about that power that he got. That's why he the sheriff.
Case. Listen, Santiago
if not, he would have dropped that fucking badge and said, Jamie, you know what? I got you, Monfrere. Fuck this badge. We're standing up for something bigger. But instead, he done went over there to that trial and bent the knee.
Case, can I tell you something about our history?
Go ahead, son.
Santiago was a people pleaser. He was a real good leader before he got that badge. And immediately, as As soon as that badge got pinned on his chest, he went full power hunger scheming mode.
I don't doubt it, son. I see it every day. I see it every day.
He does not care about nobody around him. He does not care about you. Whatever he's told you is for his own personal gain. You can't use a fucker like that, because he's gonna use you. You really need the leader of the sheriff, someone really important to your fucking rebellion. You really need him trying to double fuck you at every step in the way. Because as soon as you ain't useful to him, he's gonna try and kill you. Just like he did to everybody. He don't care about Jamie either. He's got Jamie strung along.
He's
got Jamie out there doing the fucking dirty work while he's sitting there pretty, killing all these people. He kills his own people.
Mr. Jesse, everything you're saying, you're on point. I don't have one counter to what you're saying because it's all true. I don't see it with my own eyes.
He's not useful.
Hold on a second, son. It don't work that way. People like Santiago ain't just killed.
Yes, they is.
They ain't.
You tell him I want to join in this republic, get me in a room with him, I'll kill him my damn self, partner. I'll fucking cut his head off.
I've come to you on account
I'll shove
of
my 6-shooter up his ass and make sure the bullet comes out his mouth.
He'd serve you more alive, son.
Fuck no, he wouldn't.
He sure would.
This fella can't even lead a town himself. I'm poaching all these people.
Hold on, I want to hear his thought about this how.
Mr. Santiago and Mr. Jamie Barlow were near killing each other, and I've been working my best. I'm doing all that I can to let these two bastards see that they need one another. I'm trying to
telling me they weren't working with each other?
I'm trying to... Then, of course they ain't working with each other. Mr. Santiago's doing everything he can to hold on to that damn badge. He's coaching.
Now you're lying to me.
I ain't lying to you. Why does he still have the badge, son?
Because this is all a fucking scapegoat scheme.
What happened is, this is what happened. When Jamie Barlow decided to shoot down the Dawsons, that was against Mr. Santiago, the politician's wishes. It sure was.
No, it wasn't, because he ran around shooting them and I was fucking already
Well,
gunned
sure,
down.
they started firing shots, but he regretted doing it.
No, he didn't.
Hear me on this.
The very next morning, he rides up to me and tells me he'll fucking kill me, too. He doesn't regret shit.
When them firing happened, if Santiago had it his way, he would have politicked his way into an understanding with the Dawson brothers. That's a fact. Jamie Barlow threw down... Hold on a second. He threw down the gauntlet. And then he started panicking on the pressure that Santiago was giving, and he skipped town. He ran. He shouldn't have ran.
Santiago in the files?
And what makes you think he ain't?
Because I've read them.
I have read them too. Santiago wasn't there that day that Dean Mercer was killed.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was. Yes, he fucking was. He tried to hang him before we gunned him down.
You telling me Santiago was there at the
Santiago was there at every fucking crime there. You see how they said I robbed a lumberjack?
No,
I wasn't there.
I didn't care about all that.
Santiago was there.
Hold on a second. Wait. In Ratskettler Fork...
He was at every single crime listed in them files.
Just hold on a sec. Just answer me this, Mr. Jesse.
Yes.
When y'all were at the Ratskettler Fork...
Yes.
Had the trial and executed Santiago...
I kidnapped Dean Mercer on his orders.
You did, and you brought him hogtied to town, and then he was taken to Ratskettler. Was Santiago there when y'all killed him?
Yes.
He was in Ratskettler.
He fired as well. He pulled the fucking trigger. We all did.
Mighty interesting. Mighty interesting.
Whole fucking thing is a goddamn mess.
You're getting strung along, listening to some fork-tongued serpents' lies.
Hold on, Mr. Jesse.
They're in cahoots.
Mr. Jesse, that don't bother me that they're in cahoots. Them working together is a good thing. And if you could join them, not working with them, but you're on the same side. You're just trying to be a Union outpost. You've got the opportunity to be a key town port on a separate country on the border. All the gold that's fixing to be pulled out of them mines there and all the oil in Plainview is gonna come here. And you's gonna turn that down? On account of some small fry Santiago beef?
I said, Paul, I told you what I'll do. I told you I'll help you. But not with Santiago and Jamie Barlow.
They's gonna have a part to play in it.
Yeah, I'll wait till they're dead. That's my line, Case. I'm not, listen, I got people here, Case. Now, I'm not no Santiago or Jamie. I do not throw the lives of good folk away for nothing. These folk will all help me. If I said the word, they would help me. And you'd be fucked to think that I'm gonna put them in the fucking harm's way for no Santiago or Jamie Barlow. They don't even...
What you don't understand, Mr. Jesse, is you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. On account of an independent West, an independent West will make you...
I don't trust them with the lives of my people.
Then just trust yourself, son.
You want me to ride in the battle with Jamie Barlow and Santiago, two men that make it well known they want me dead?
No, I don't expect you to. I expect you to hold this port town here. Expect you to hold and resist. And to allow us to move all the supplies through here.
Oh, ain't that dandy. You want me to be the first line of defense. You want me to be the buffer between the Union and the Western Republic. That means they come here first. That means they come here with their fresh horses, their fresh cavalry, their fresh polished Gatling guns, their fresh boats. I'll get attacked on all sides. I'll have the army, I'll have the navy, I'll have everything here. That's fucking great. I'll be getting hit by cannonballs and gunfire. With what, 12 people?
The way you're painting this, Case, it sounds good to a certain extent. You see, we agree, by the way, if this is a ragtag group, Case, you might want to get inside that door there and let Jesse and I handle some things.
What you mean, Rad? I don't give a damn who it is.
I'm just saying that.
Listen here, Case. You get me the whole of Esteban's host.
Bullets might be flying.
Established here.
Listen here, Esteban.
Get me his army.
Listen to me, Mr. Jesse. Esteban was a contact to New Spain. He was being supported by them. That's why the U.S. government was so eager to have him removed. But them dunces, Santiago and Mr. Jamie Barlow, don't have the sense to keep those contacts. Mr. Esteban ain't gonna be locked up forever. This is I'm telling you two in secret. I pray you don't whisper it to anybody else. When he's released, there's gonna be a whole heap of support coming across the border. And there's gonna be the backing of the Spanish crown to retake this port. Forget Santiago, forget them. Just consider, when the dust settles, if it's a success, what that's gonna mean for New Baton Rouge. Son, that's the stuff poems are made of. You understand?
Yeah, I feel you.
Is you afraid of the fight? Mr. Jamie Barlow and Santiago will probably be the first to die.
Good.
One's a damn seditionist. Why not use him?
Listen, Case. See what happens, alright? I'm not saying no.
Son, the way it stands, if that separatist movement is gonna happen, it's gonna have to be done right. With certain provinces and whatnot drawn, and each one with their own chief. Baton Rouge would be one of those provinces. With its own certain leader, like a state, you understand?
Yeah. If I buy into this, I want a lot of Spanish gold.
So
I want to marry a Spanish politician, princess. Me and my brother here both. I want to be married into their royal family. And here's my last terms. Jamie and Santiago, if they make it through this battle,
One
they
moment.
die by my hand at the end.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Let's leave the last part to be determined.
What's happening? A lot of folk?
Before I even say yes, I want to... Well, you can't even give me a guarantee, but I don't want to die by these fuckers.
Son, if they try anything, on account of the way I see New Baton Rouge to be the first outpost, every damn resource coming through you, son. You understand? Without
Hey, how
you,
about this?
without you, it all falls apart. All that gold is gonna pass through your hands, son. All of it.
I'm gonna write our conversation down here, and I'm gonna bury it someplace, and I'm gonna tell a few real close folk where it is, and if I go missing, there's gonna be some more files dropped.
If this is... What's the files gonna be called?
The Thursday Case Files. The man that pulled the strings, the puppet master.
Shadow Leader.
Mr. Jesse. Mr. Curtis. If y'all is fixing to do this, like I said, it's gonna be done the right way. The right way, you understand?
Well, I hope so.
Fool me
You seem
once,
like
shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, partner.
You ain't gonna be fooled twice, son.
I better not be.
Don't mention anything to any of your peoples about Esteban yet.
I won't.
I'm just gonna be putting together a certain order.
Boys,
How you doing, Adonis?
how you doing?
Get any word back from the bank?
Yeah, well, they're looking into it. I finally got
Perfect.
word. Yep.
Perfect.
Just sitting and waiting at this point.
This here's our shipmaster. He knows how to fix and work with engines.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Adonis.
Likewise, likewise.
If you mind, Mr. Adonis, I'd just like to have another minute with these two gentlemen, and I'll be out of here. So leave them all to you.
All right, that's fine. Just a heads up, Jesse Abraham's here with his crew.
All right.
Listen, the Dawson boys can't know anything about this.
Yep. I'm sure they don't gotta know nothing about this. You know, it'd probably be a very big mess if they did.
Not about the West. They've abandoned the idea and the prospect of being independent.
Only because of Santiago and Jamie. Listen, we kill them, we get them boys. They're better.
Mr. Jesse?
These oil barons.
They's East.
So?
They's got their stake and their investments in the East. You're not running a charity here, you're looking after your own interests.
Yeah, and that boys is my interest. They're gonna ship their oil through my port. That's a lot of money.
They sure are. The resources from the East that move west will go through your port, and the resources that go from west to east will come through here. They can't know about this movement.
I know. I'm not dumb. Them boys hate Santiago and Jamie even more than me. They'll burn everything down to see them dead.
I sure know it, son. But what we're fixing to do
exactly blame them.
What we're fixing to do is far greater than what they can ever imagine.
Case, what do you fit in all this?
Son, I'd like to fancy myself something like a governor out there in the West.
'Cause I sees that.
I think what these folks have been lacking is a bit of organization, a bit of experience that I can bring here. He's got a bunch of young, hard-headed folk that need to take a breath, step back a bit, and understand the opportunity that's sitting in front of them. beyond just building up a place. Y'all just building up Thieves Landing, the new Baton Rouge, the ones in Armadillo are building that up. Everyone's trying to build something up, but it goes deeper
They ain't
than
building shit in Armadillo.
It goes deeper than that.
I want you to know, Cakes, they have nothing. I've taken everything from them.
What do you mean by you're taking everything?
They have no saloon. They have no blacksmith. They have no gunsmith. Shit, I don't even think they have a doctor. Be a damn shame if found some bodies riddled with cholera and just fucking dumped them there. Killed the rest of them and be done with it.
Sure would, son. But wait until this movement's over.
Sure.
Can I count on you, Mr. Jesse? Mr. Curtis?
You know, me taking it into consideration. I got a lot to think about here, a lot of dissect from what you talked about, what you put on the table today.
Gentlemen, when I say doing things the right way, let me give you an example. When the statesmen and the rebels and the revolutionaries got together there in 1776 and wrote the Declaration of Independence, there was a set at the bottom of signatures of fellers that put aside the differences and said, put my name on there. I'm gonna be a part of this. Not all of them got along. Some of them fought duels against one another and tried to kill each other. There's gonna be a few names on this Declaration of Independence. And I'm fixing that new Baton Rouge is gonna be one of them. With Mr. Jesse and Curtis. But you're gonna find other names on that declaration as well. And they might say Mr. Barlow, and they might say Mr. Santiago.
I think about it. A lot to think about.
If you was to sit in a room with those folk to have a preliminary discussion as I present certain documents, can I trust that y'all's not gonna kill each other?
I guess it all depends on what's said in that room. How's people energy? Can they hold and wait to draw that iron somewhere else, or are they just gonna do it there? The same way they done did to the Dawson folk. Seems like if you say no, you're just bound to get shot. I look at my cousin Jesse here. He don't seem like one to do that. Me, on the other hand, I'm a bit different. I wasn't there in the West when all this shit done went down, so I don't see a reason for me to draw iron, but as far as the stores go, I know they are.
When are they getting Esteban?
That's up to me, son.
I want to meet him more than the others. Killed a lot of his men, but I never saw the fella face to face.
What would you say if I told you that I know where he is?
I believe you, considering you know a lot more than I thought you did.
I'm glad, Mr. Curtis, you wasn't there when all of it went down. I'm glad I wasn't either.
Shit.
Because
if say you and I both.
If we was, we'd have the same staunch opposition as Mr. Santee, Jamie, and Jesse here.
I have no opposition. I don't give a shit about what he did.
I'm going to set up a certain council. I'd like you to be there as one of the representatives. With his own domain.
If that happens, we'd like to keep it small. And of course, only parties that are invited, only they should know.
It's gonna be the key figures of the separatist movement. The toughest one is gonna be Santiago. I came to you first with all of this. The others don't know that I've come to you. New Baton Rouge will make or break the Western Republic. Get to going now, sons. I just got your telegram, Mr. Jamie, but I don't got yours, Mr. Curtis.
This is our boat, Bucket. You get going.
That's what I said. I'm gonna
Yeah, he said he was getting going.
I thought you said get going.
As far as my telegram, if you'll,
I need yours. Well, I had sent a telegram.
Let me know when you's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You sure?
Sure, son.
Because I wasn't. It's going to be UCJ, Uterus, Clitoris, Johnson.
Listen.
30284. 284.
You got that case?
Sure do.
I might need your help, too. You got a good mouth on you.
Good lips.
Good lips. Nice mustache. People trust you with information, it seems like. I've been trying to figure out some things around here, some things we're gonna need for trade. Now, I think we got liquor handled, but I need explosives. Could you maybe put your ear to the ground, maybe work that mouth of yours and find some things out for me? Because I need to start selling some shit, make some money. I want to get people here, and I need something to really, you know, sweeten the deal. We don't have a problem convincing people to come live here. They seem to like it. They seem to like us. But to really get this shit going, I need some TNT.
Do you know anyone else that's gotten their hands on some?
I got a fella real close to figuring it out.
Understood.
I know Jamie Barlow got a wagon full of it and blew up fucking Blackwater Courthouse, whatever it was.
Say less.
All right.
Tell you what, there's certain folk. Do you know a man named Cassius Creed?
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm gonna be honest with you, he ain't my favorite person.
He's not mine either, but he's really important.
Now this...
Now...
Go on.
You go on. I'll tell you after.
Well, this man's striking certain deals out in the West to extract certain resources.
Hmm.
And I'd like to set a certain precedent, starting with him, that his products got to move through here.
It's already done.
That's done with.
Yeah, we got a exclusivity deal going.
For the oil that he's fixing to pull out the ground?
He's getting the oil.
That's what I'm saying.
He told me he was going to have a lot of things in the future that need to come through here and no one else. And don't tell anybody this. You've told me some shit, I'll tell you some shit. He said he's going to have a high shipment, a high amount of high quality exotic firearms that no one else is going to have access to. And he's going to give us full exclusivity when it comes to shipping them around.
Well, there you goes. Now, Mr. Jesse, I want you to keep in mind that with all this support, that some of that's going to trickle back down westways to the rest of us.
Yep.
Very well. It's got to get going. It's got a meeting out west.
Don't go around running your mouth about this shit.
Be a shame if I did, son.
Yeah, be a real shame if you did.
Sure would. I'd lose my most important ally.
Bon voyage, mister.
Take care, Mr. Curtis. Guys, I want to draft like a Declaration of Independence for the Western Union. I think that would be sick. Shut up, Elias, please, man.
What do you got, partner?
Oh, this is definitely.
How you
Take care,
doing
friend.
there, kids? Nice to see you.
Take
Nice to
care.
meet you. Got to go.
How you doing there, partner?
Oh, Mr. Dawson himself. Doing mighty fine.
Thursday case.
Is that Mrs. Rosie?
You ask as if you don't already know.
Well, I don't know until you
God
open your
damn,
mouth.
how you doing,
man.
Laurel? How you doing, whoever you is?
Is that the sheriff of Van Horn?
No,
That is the sheriff of Van Horn. That is.
Oh, you know what? Matter of fact,
Yeah.
We talked.
last time I saw you, you started having a little shit out there, knocking
Excuse
yourself
us.
into people.
Mr. Woody.
Miss Rosie.
Hey, Case and Woody, you two know each other?
Not formally.
All right, there you go. Shake each other's hands. Case, this man's real good at his job. Same line of work you in.
Mighty interesting. Well,
I've heard things about you, Mr. Case, but I don't know if they was all true. You
Yes.
also got an agency you run?
Be a shame if I did. What have you heard?
That you bounty hunter?
Be a shame if I was. May have gotten certain bills of capture given to me. Who was I to refuse them? To say no is just not my profession.
You know, my kind of man, a venture capitalist. At least that's what I like calling ourselves.
You was a venture capitalist?
Oh, yes, sir. When people ask me what I do, I tell them I make money.
I don't think you is.
You don't think I is?
Sure don't.
Why is that?
Well, venture capitalists are the type of folk that take big risks. And they's the type of folk that's got capital to make them risks with.
Well, I make big risks. Maybe not with the most capital. I like saving money. The whole point is gathering capital, not losing it now.
What type of risks you fixing on making, son?
You asking me directly or just in general?
You mind taking a ride with me? Just up the road, we can talk and move at the same time, then you can return here in a few minutes.
I don't mind. You mind if I bring my horse too?
Be a shame if you didn't. On account I'm gonna be on horseback.
Didn't know if you wanted something more intimate.
By the way, Miss Rosie, I got your gun. Your information was incorrect. You were saying, mister?
Oh, I was just saying, I thought you wanted something a little bit more intimate than me jumping on your horse.
Be a shame if I did. Tell me your name once again, sir. First and last.
My name is Elwood Baker.
Elwood Baker, but the folks call you Mr. Woody.
That's right. A lot easier for most folk.
Tell me who's you throwing your hat in with?
The highest bidder, currently, mostly Mr. Charlie Dawson. He always paid me well. And I'm a bit sympathetic to him and such.
Of course you are. You and many others, sir.
Yeah, well, you know, them fellas out west, they, when I first got out there, I had met with a fella named Rumon. Rumon, a good friend of mine. And they
The boy that
shot him down
died.
like a dog. Oh, the boy that died.
The boy
Yes,
that was
sir.
killed, and all the people that pretended to care for him didn't much care once he was dead.
Yep. And Dean went running, he got shot too.
That's right, and everybody didn't care about him either.
You a funny kind of fella.
Be a shame if I wasn't. Let's make a left here. I'm only speaking the truth, sons. Everybody
I ain't
care when
ashamed of
it's convenient, and then they don't care when it's not convenient. At the moment, the Dean Mercer care is at an all-time high.
Why is that? I've been hearing his name more and more recently, but like you said, ain't nobody give a fucking first place.
Well,
So-
you're his friend. You should know better than anyone else.
He never said I was his friend. I was Ramon's friend. Dean always wanted to get me in on his ticket scam.
Well, you understand, Mr. Ramon and Dean were in love.
No,
Mr.
if your
Dean-
information is correct on that.
Well, Mr. Dean tried to fight to defend Mr. Ramon after he died. If that ain't love, tell me what is.
I suppose in a way that is love. You could see it as that.
Well, what else would it be, son?
It could be a bunch of other words that just another synonyms for love. The more I think about it, brotherhood, honesty, loyalty, all that. That's all just love, ain't it?
Exactly. All that's founded in love. Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Oh, hell.
You've got to run. You've got to run. Hop on. Hop on. Hop on. Hop on.
God damn.
Mr.
Fucker got me
Woody, when
running
the
late.
wolves come, you've got to run.
Hey, he got me right in the foot. You see him drag me like a little rag doll?
Sure did. What compelled you to stay there and walk about like you was a wolf yourself?
You know, I'll just give two in the character, you know, going in cover sometimes. Perhaps I thought I could reason with them.
So what you fixing to do now, son? What's your life being?
And life been? Recently, I don't know. A lot of the cases I've been taking, frankly, is bullshit, but they pay well.
What
Ain't
type of
nothing too
case
interesting.
we talking?
Some Sandy Knee fellas getting wrong, trying to get me find out who robbed them. You know, other people trying to snoop out spies and such who ain't spies.
I thought you was a venture
bad.
capitalist.
Well,
It's a shame
I
he's
suppose I
not.
told myself that for a long time, but really, I suppose money's for the rest of the people I employ. Me, I kind of do it for the love, or at least I did.
It's a shame that you ain't actually a venture capitalist, mister.
Ain't much been offered, nothing interesting.
Well,
Hell, unless you got something here.
well, it's got
Perhaps
something so big, son, but you need someone with a little bit of courage and ambition. A true venture capitalist. Someone to venture on into something so big, he might lose his life in the process. Them's is the only ones worth venturing into.
Ultimate gamble he's talking about.
Well, mister, the Russians have a saying. I learned it when I went to St. Petersburg. They say he who don't risk or don't drink the champagne.
Define words. I'd believe them. They know a lot about drinking from what I've been told.
They sure do, mister.
All right. You piqued my curiosity, but now my interest is here. What are we talking about, really? Because it gotta be something worth putting my life on, you know.
Sure
Ain't
would,
about-
but I'd have to be sure of you first. You see, a lot of folk attach themselves to someone else's cause, and well, those folks you gotta be real weary of.
At the end of the day, I'm here for myself.
Be a shame if you wasn't. On account of that,
So,
it's the only type of person I could work with. Someone looking after their own interests.
I'll let you know right now, because we are in both of the same work. I work with a lot of men, and I tell them all I'm on, loyal to them. They ain't true. Usually I'm loyal to whoever will pay me the best, or whoever will give me the best position in the end. You see? That is the type of man I am.
What is
and
that?
I tell
How's
you
the-
this in full honesty.
This way.
You worry about anyone else's interests overshadowing my own. Oh, that's my private. It's a heavily focused on part in my agency.
Well, at the moment,
Right.
you're attached to the Mr. Dawson cause.
Attached? You could say I'm attached to Van Horn, too.
Be a shame if it was so.
Be a shame, surely, wouldn't it?
Sure
You
would,
could
on
say I'm
account of...
attached to them Thieves Landing boys of New Baton Rouge, even.
Well, that's got a little bit more promise on account of they got what's called upward mobility. You understand, upwards mobility, that means you got room to grow and prosper. And that means really prosper.
You think so? Because it seems like most world around state is everybody thinks they a little shit town, building off of miscreants and such.
What you mean?
Now, I see
Go left
promise,
here.
but,
Explain what you mean, sir.
well, that ain't my opinion, but a lot of people just see the West broken and fragmented currently, and there's just a bunch of wounded dogs licking their wounds in a place called New Baton Rouge, which, by the way, everybody laughing at the name, too.
Well, New Baton Rouge isn't as dry and dusty as they say. It's got lots of grass. It's got a nice little port.
Nice little swamp. No, I like it. Well, I ain't saying this to disparage them, but that is the current view on them. I think they can have potential, but only if certain hands are guided in the right direction. You
Well,
understand what I'm saying?
I think them boys there's got a good thing going. What I'd say to you, mister, is... How do I explain what I'm trying to get at? How do
Wish
I
you would figure it out.
explain-
You speaking fucking poetry.
Well, I'm a poet, sir.
Go figure.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me, mister.
Or am I, my friend?
That's one of my favorite poems that I wrote. What'd you think?
Oh. It's a catchy one. I thought poems was supposed to rhyme or something.
Well, I'm what they call an oral poet. These one-liners are supposed to hit you right in the gut. I shot a man once to watch him die. That's another one that I wrote. Well, you see, what I'm trying to get at, Mr. Venture Capitalist Woody, is I'd like to look in certain places where everyone else is overlooked. Everyone's trying to go and settle where it's already been built, done with. What's the fun in that? There ain't no opportunity there. Not ones that a venture capitalist would be after. You was talking about New Baton Rouge. I say to you, why not look further west?
Picking up on what you putting down.
Well, it's a question, sir.
The West, I mean, you're talking tumbleweed?
I'm talking
talking
everything west of Blackwater, sir.
Oh, you talking everything.
There's a reason why the Crown of Spain was so interested in having all this land, sir.
Oh, you must forgive me. There's been so many people with small minds, I ain't think I'd run into a man with such a large scope. You talking everything, isn't you?
Mr. Woody, the war's only but been done a few decades ago. And I'd say the hold that the Union's got is tumultuous at best. Ain't this a sight, Mr. Woody?
I do agree with that.
Like the bosom and the womb of the world. And we's getting born into it.
Reborn anew, you and I.
I was gonna do you a favor. You see, Mr. Woody, I tell you what most folk do. I don't mean to offend you if you're one of these folk. I'm only saying what I've witnessed in all my years, and hell, I've seen more sunsets than I'm gonna see, if you understand. You see, most folk got their little circle. The folk that they try to appease and fit into. And anytime a certain opportunity glances across their face, the first thing they can't wait to do is to go reveal the secrets to their little entourage. To be appeased and validated. Them's is what I call small minds. They's the type that don't know how to take a risk sometimes and take a chance into the unknown. Is you that type, mister? To betray a secret when it comes to you?
I ain't. And sadly, even if I was, I ain't got an entourage to tell. I only have employees.
How many of them employees you got?
Only 3 right now. Lost 2.
I've been in contact with a certain family friend. He's fixing to arrive in a few days. You see, he's been employed by my family for generations. You see, I come from one of them old families, Mr. Woody. My pa was a lawman, his pa was a lawman. And his pa was the head of state.
See, you all money?
My pa's intention was to make me a judge. Served for many decades, was a lawman myself. Done all my scholarly duties, but bring myself to follow in the path that my pa wanted. In any case, I still take advantages of the Case family connections. When this relative comes, I'd like you to be there.
Ciao.
It's going to be a surveyor, son.
You know, you been talking about taking this West Park. I've been wanting to make my agency big enough to, as I tell the department's bridge the gap, but truthfully, they ain't know their ass from their elbow, most of them.
Say that again, bridge or gap, what is that?
You know what a bridging the gap is?
Oh, I thought you was talking about a certain place, a certain bridge that you was trying to claim.
I was saying that we was trying to bridge the gap.
Oh.
Because none of these lawmen know their ass from their elbow. They don't talk to each other, and most of them are at each other's necks. So I was thinking in no time we could be the de facto police of this entire state. Even start little, even if it is just in Van Horn. You familiar with company towns, concepts of that, like Annisburg?
Yes, sir, Reap. Worked in Coal Town, Colorado for about 7 years.
Yeah, I grew up in one down in Virginia. Now, I was thinking, I don't know, as much as I hate them fuckers, they was probably making a whole lot of money. I leave that money on the table. Why not expand to more than just a town? See what I'm saying?
Sure do. Like to hear more. I'd like you to be a bit more direct.
Yeah, directly. I've been put on retainer for the Van Horn Sheriff's Office. If I can get each and every one of my agents in the Sheriff's Office collect all the information they have, leave them powerless, have people come to us rather than them. I mean, their laws is always changing depending on morals or lack thereof, so we got just one people's police, even if we gotta shut them out.
Well, Mr. Woody, who would be directing this Van Horn police?
I ain't Van Horn police. It could be statewide, and it would be me, in theory.
Who would you be serving? Every man's got to serve someone. Who'd you be answering to?
I'd like to say the people.
The people, that's a good one, sir. Serve the people.
Well, as the politician in me, I suppose. There ain't no river too long and don't bend two ways.
Well, it seems to me your commitments are rooted in the East.
How so?
Well, if you're fixing to develop some sort of police network there, on top of which you'll be sitting, that means your concerns, your time, and your efforts are going to be consumed by that region. Life is local,
I also want to get out here.
Well, you just got to make a choice there, don't you?
I got 2 offices now, one out east and one in the west. Why not have both?
What exactly do these offices consist of?
Well, I have an office in Van Horn's building, and I have, Jesse ain't shown me yet, but he wanted me to set bases and fucking New Baton Rouge. Keep wanting to call it Thieves. He wants to set a base in New Baton Rouge.
When you say a base, what would that base consist of, Mr. Wood?
A little office for my folks to come to, trade information, have other people come to, either open contracts or give us what they heard for a little bit of penny.
When you say police, do you just got a unionized badge given to you by the state?
Not yet, but I think we can do it. I've been pretty close to getting that badge a few times.
So you're working closely with the marshals?
Try to work as closely to everybody as I can. I try to be in everybody's ear, because if I'm in everybody's ear, I got more options. You see? You know how it is. I don't mind getting in with certain groups if I need information. Hell, the only reason I'm at Van Horn is because originally I believe Charlie wanted me to get in there, collect information. The whole shit happened with them, so he's gone kind of quiet. Then there was them and Armadillo wanted me to get in on roads.
Let me throw you some names. Tell me what you think. What does the name Jamie Barlow mean to you?
Not much. We ain't speak much. Seem like a lot of other Westerners kind of.
I ain't trying to test you or try to entrap you in anything, sir. I'm just genuinely curious.
Genuinely, I ain't talked to him much. I mean, he just like Santiago and them, but
the Dawsons want him dead.
From what I heard, also Santiago want him dead.
Yes, sir, ball. Mighty shame.
What did he do to piss everyone off so much? Because it seems like I'm getting a lot of, a lot different stories from everybody.
Well, you see, that's the son of Mr. Barlow Sr., the legendary separatist. You see, but 30 years ago, all this land was independent, mister. The Union ain't had no claim on it.
I'm aware, I remember.
And all those were able to lay a stake here and to manage themselves correct had to, what they call the fruits of the roost. Spoils of war, I suppose. But you see, that Mr. Barlow's dream was to be independent, one of the fiercest fighters. Well, how can you blame the son of Mr. Barlow when he tries to carry on his father's dreams? You know, there's an old saying that the Greeks used to have, the ancient Greeks. They said that the dream of every man, the inner desire, his true wish of every true man was to be a tyrant. And if you didn't have that inner desire, deep down inside, they figured you wasn't a man. Now that's true what I'm telling you, sir. That's what the ancient Greeks believed. And hell, I think they was onto something. What type of man wouldn't want to be in charge of his own destiny?
And wants to conquer his own fate, you know?
Say that again?
Understand. The man who wants to conquer his own fate, he won't be in charge of his destiny.
Oddly enough, Mr. Woody, you'd be surprised certain folk want a master to tell them what to do.
Be inclined to agree with you. A few people been too quick to try to hop into the agency just because we got it. Hey,
you know what's mighty strange, Mr. Woody, is the separatist movement nearly retook all the progress it lost to the Union, except for Mr. Esteban, who was happened to be captured at the last moment. See, rumor has it that this Esteban has a lot of support across the border still, because Mrs. Spain, well, they understand what type of value this Earth's got here. This surveyor's gonna be visiting next week. Gonna have him survey some of this land. See what it's got to offer. I'd like to know why Mrs. New Spain was so invested. Would you like to be there, sir?
Oh, I would.
There might be some veins, certain ores, and certain special things in this here ground that might be extremely valuable. Stuff,
see why not?
Stuff that you wouldn't find anywhere else. Now say that happened. Say there was a mountain of gold discovered here, Mr. Woody. What'd you figure you'd do?
Start building my castle.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't run and tell the Eastern Union, hey, come here, take this before I do?
Why would I do that? Put my money in someone else's pocket.
Well, Mr. Wood, that seems to be what everybody's doing.
The whole world's gone mad.
Mr. Woody, if you were to try to put that monies in your pocket, that gold, you'd have to have folk defending you. Defending you and your interests.
Can I ask you something?
You can ask me two things, sir.
Thank you. What do you feel about Santiago?
I think Mr. Santiago's a wonderful sheriff. Everybody tells me that this boy is the devil. tells me that he's fixing to kill everybody. And I see a man that knows how to preserve his own neck. I see a man that's withstanding a whole tidal wave of animosity. And I've got this strange habit about myself, Mr. Woody. The more someone says me that thing's bad, I'm inclined to think that it's good.
I get the same read as you, but people say he's bad. I get more of the idea that he's bad for business.
He's
understand what I'm saying?
Of course, he's bad for them and he's good for himself. Why the hell wouldn't he be? Maybe it's because I don't expect Mr. Santiago to give me nothing or to offer me any charity. But I don't expect that of any man. You see, there was a sage I met in the mountains of Appalachia on one of my work missions. And he told me, son, if you ever find yourself on the side of the majority, pause and reflect. Something's wrong.
Oh, you ride rationally, but there's a lot of money against him.
Against who, Mr. Santiago?
A lot of people want him dead.
And like
especially
who?
Now.
You can say, son, I ain't a lawman. Is we talking about the Dawson boys?
As long as this staying between the two of us, yes. And
Mr. Dawson
also,
boys, Mr. Jesse Bandit, maybe Mr. Barlow himself. So what?
Well, the so what comes in where I think I might help them.
And for what purpose?
Well, get even, one, and two, it's a good payday.
This is alchemy.
But there's the thing. I ain't got no reason not to do it. That's more the problem. The crux of the issue.
Well, if Mr. Santiago falls, I think all these folk is gonna be mighty dumb for doing so.
Think so?
Sure do. I'll tell you what happened. You see, there was a guy named Esteban. He was the leading separatist. He's got a lot of support by old Spain. He's got men across the border, right across the San Luis River.
Man.
Says when he lifts his banners up, he can gather 50 to 100 overnight, ready to do his bidding and fight. Well, the Union, you see, was quite nervous about it, and they were willing to support anyone who would do something about this Mr. Esteban.
Oh, and that's why he got the badge.
So Mr. Santiago and Jamie Barlow, now that's a point people forget. Mr. Barlow, he was quite significant. Almost more than Santiago. They done took care of, done and dusted that Esteban. Turned him over to the U.S. military. Well, the government was so happy about it, but they was also nervous. They gave the sheriff badge to Santiago and the undersheriff badge to Jamie Barlow. Just this way, we're almost there, sir.
I don't mind the ride. You're pretty nice to listen to after all.
Well, mighty flattered, sir. I said the same for yourself. You see,
hey, you's a poet after all.
Be a shame if I wasn't. The resulting appointments, well, they had certain effects. You see, these boys weren't lawmen to begin with, but now they was. Jamie Barlow, the son of the great separatist, now undersheriff, and many, including Mr. Dawson himself, called Jamie the King Armadillo. Well, they had the right to do anything they pleased. They had the right to all the resources and the mines which they granted unto the Red Rock. The mighty nice grant. The mine was rumored to make $600 a day. $600 a day, Mr. Woody.
I believe it. I was working there.
That's a bewildering sum of money. But it wasn't all. They also had the right of what they call pit and gallows. That's a right afforded only to dukes. The barons. That means they can hold trials and execute folk if they please. That's what they did. They executed Mr. Ramung, and then when it came time for Mr. Dean Mercer, they held the trial, pronounced him guilty, and killed him as well. And they had a good thing going. But then the Dawson boys started taking their mischief outside of the West. They started shooting, stabbing, and killing folk from different provinces. They messed with the dukedom of Saint Denis. Mr. Ruger is the king of Saint Denis, and they took his king's guard and gutted him. Now all of a sudden, the state marshal said, Mr. Jamie Barlow Santiago, we've given y'all a lot of privilege. But this is a step too far. Mr. Jamie Barlow told the Dawsons, enough's enough. He's got unlimited supply from the west. You got access to the mines. All you got to do is stop stabbing, shooting, and killing deputies in the east. The Dawsons said to hell with that. So Barlow had to do what he done. And now Barlow is on the run and everyone's left him out to dry. Sad story.
He really is just because he's Separatist son. That's the only reason why they's all against him. I thought they was all revolutionaries. At least that's what they was advertised as when I went out west. Then they shot the most outspoken man.
Well, he's got to be careful about it. Can't go around screaming to the U.S. Marshals that you intend to separate on account of... That's gonna ruin what they've got.
I was there when he did that. I ain't know much about him. At first, I thought he was just a, lowly barman. Then they started reading out all his charges while I'm next to him. Oh, it was quite a funny time. But I can't dispute the fact that Rumon had a big mouth. He most likely talked himself into a easily avoidable grave. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him a chance.
But it still is the West, and you gotta be careful you don't disrespect the king or the duke in his own province, or he's liable to shoot you. That's what happened.
Yep.
Forgive me for having such an archaic point of view on things.
It's refreshing, actually. Very logical, rational. I like it.
I don't blame the Dawsons either. They never intended to be no separatists or even care about the West. But they's come and was given access to the wealthiest vein in all the territory. And once they had their stomach full of gold, well, they went on to do what they did.
Well, if you was faced with a noose or making more money, which one are you gonna choose?
What you mean?
They was out to getting hung, faced by a jury. But they saw that they was making a lot of money that could be in their hands, so they took them.
Well, what I mean to say
is...
It
was a deal to be made.
No, of course, but what I mean to say is this way. What I mean to say is that they was fixing to get hung on account of they was going and disemboweling constables of the East.
Yeah, they did do that.
They did that.
They did do that, yeah.
But they had enough money stored away already. Why shouldn't they? They don't care about the West. Take a look. This place is empty, mister. But once word spreads of a fresh mine, a fresh vein, certain resources bubbling out of the ground, they Them towns like Armadillo and Tumbleweed, they start to populate real quick. Be a shame for a venture capitalist not to seize the opportunity to keep his portion of the pie.
I decline to agree with you.
Except the real profit comes when that person has soul claim. When there isn't some sort of Eastern Union who's got a thumb over his head. There's been a what they call an oil strike right around where he is. They're fixing to start drilling mighty soon.
Let's say, down here, these parts?
I won't tell you exactly where, not yet. The talks is already going on.
Hypothetically, what would you require in your little, let's say, crusade? Your journey?
Could you be a bit more specific, sir?
You need people to help you. You need workers. I got muscle. I got people to come down here if you need. Or I can fuck with politics if you need. I know a few politicians I can get in with, get in their ear.
Well,
I even try to intimidate them if you need.
How about I give you some hypotheticals instead?
Please do.
Well, hypothetically, you would hope, ideally, that a man will see the opportunity here and say, I'd like to lay a stake down here and I'd like to make sure. And this is all hypothetical, you understand?
Hypothetical, of course.
You'd like them to be able to say,
fuck is that? That's a big bird.
I'll be damned. That must be an omen. Fuck, I don't know how to word this.
Big ass bird.
Really close to that. To the oil, by the way. Well, you'd hope the person would like to support and fight for the land that's making them rich. Hypothetically. And to maybe even start to wonder and think that maybe that Mr. Barlow ain't so nuts. That right across the border there's a lot of support. And the previous lines, border lines I mean, were a mite more favorable than the ones we got now. But 30 years ago, all the land up until New Baton Rouge, that was an independent republic. And God forbid it became independent once again. With just a little bit of effort. Well, you'd have a whole heap of an area ripe and ready for the plucking.
I don't think I've been out this way. This is beautiful.
You see this castle up ahead?
You the Lord?
Be a shame if I was. But over here at this castle that they call Mr. Mercer Castle, It was right there that the deals were drawn up for this oil. And who knows what other deals are going to be drawn up very soon. Now, if a man had certain man, he could pledge in certain interests. Well, that would be a hell of a good thing. An independent West.
If I am to work with you and defend these interests, do I have to abandon all discretion?
What does that mean, sir?
A lot of my work is being sneaky. See, a lot of people I have, they go into gangs, groups, law departments, social circles, with the skies, you see. So we got a lot of connection to everybody. We stay, well, on the surface, we seem unbiased, so that we may continue the flow of information and misinformation if needed.
But perhaps, Mr. Woody, your aid to the movement could be unique in that sense. This way. On account of war, and I use that word lightly, war is won as much by cunning as by force.
You are talking to a fox, my good sir. I ain't a stranger setting people up for, well, whatever needs to be done to them, you see.
Hypothetically speaking, Mr. Wood, you see, the last movement, post the loss that happened 30 years ago, lacked some age and experience. They had no structure. They had no paperwork, if you understand what I mean. They lacked the politics. Be a damn shame if a man with those abilities didn't use them for such a grand movement.
Wouldn't it be just? I don't know what to think about you, Mr. Case. You really is blowing any assumption I had of you out of the water.
Take that as a compliment, mister. I'm not quite sure what it means.
I ain't really know what to think about you. I mean, other people investigating and such, you know, I thought you were just another run-of-the-mill fella just going around shooting folks for a couple bucks.
Well, you see,
ain't nobody really tell me about you.
Folk think I'm a bounty hunter. On account of I'm the only one in this here territory that's got an official rate of capture for certain folks. But who am I to refuse something given to me by the marshals? They just look at me with a twinkle in their eye, hoping I's work for them, and they pass something across the table, and I says, who am I to refuse?
You tickle me in just the funniest way. I like you. And who are you to refuse? You are correct. You are a bounty hunter. That's who you is.
They say Mr. Case is a bounty hunter, and I shrug my shoulders and say, you think so? I tell you what, one of the boys I had a writ of capture for was killed yesterday. I was real sad to have to gun him down. Mr. Tobias Kane of the Jack Cooper gang.
Yeah, down Valentine, wasn't it?
Sure it was. What makes the story so sad, Mr. Woody, is the day prior, Mr. Thursday Case here had a talk with him and his pal now for to smuggle him free. They didn't want it. I think they just wanted to die. So be it. That's how some stories end.
Some men can't go on any terms that ain't theirs. Folks, I can understand that to a certain extent.
Mr. Woody, you can say, as a poet, I'm fixing to write a final poem. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to live it. I'd like it to be an epic poem. Be a damn shame if... Well, if a man like yourselves didn't have a similar inclination.
I'm getting up there in age too. Shit. Maybe it's time for a good poem myself. And if I could truly trust you, feel as if I can, this is a legacy enough to last a few lifetimes. Feel as if I'd be a moron not to accept such an opportunity.
They's got it all wrong, Mr. Woody. They all think that it's the youth that's got to go out and do grand things, but he's got it wrong. You see, the youth's got to live, he's got to have children and marry and sire and do all that stuff. Well, I'm at the end of my road, so to speak. I done had my kids, I done sired them, seen them grow up, sent them out the house, seen them married. Has even left my wife. And now's the time. Either I sold an experience to make the final plays. Imagine how wonderful it'd be to have Mr. Woody there on the council of the great separatist movement.
Be so quaint. I mean, shit. I ain't got kids like you. I ain't been with a woman in years. Not planning to again. So, I have something for myself. I did all that living in the past like you said. Why not go out? If we am to go out, why not go out with something large? Grand finale.
Be a shame if we didn't.
Truly so it would be.
On account it's right there and it's right for the picking. Mr. Woody would have told you. Hell is all hypothetical, it's also highly confidential. And there's only a few folk with the privilege of having heard this and working towards it at the moment. Pray.
You got my confidentiality, as long as I have yours.
You sure do. I'd sabotage my efforts if I was to say and speak on who's interested.
If you need some lackeys, I got some greenhorns, waiting on some work, if you need.
I suppose we're gonna be needing them mighty soon, sir. I'd like to have
Ain't that quaint?
I'd like to have your telegram number.
Come with me. I think my flyer's here.
I can't believe this is Alchemisi, bro. This guy's amazing, man. I didn't realize how huge his range was. Across the U in the upper Montana. Oh my god, I gotta go. Across the U in upper
Now
Montana.
when you ready.
Across the U. Ready, sir?
That is ITG02867.
ITG02867. Would you give me your
sharp.
first and last name, sir?
Elwood Baker. E.L. Wood Baker.
Mine is UOR UOR 78114.
UOR 7814.
UOR 78114. Mr. Woody, I've got to go at the moment.
No problem, babe.
Sort of an emergency, if you know what I mean.
You get to it. I'm sure we'll talk more.
I'll see you soon, sir.
And I shall you. Toodles now, my friend.
You in Upper Montana. Fuck, I didn't. Can someone look at the clip when it was sent? That was sick, bro. Little by little, we're collecting soldiers. Guys, what do I make myself? Do I make myself the governor of the new Western Republic? I think I have to. Like the president of it. I think that's the move. And I think it's okay for me to say, bro. Upper Montana River. I'm always pretending that I don't want that, you know, I'm always like not saying it, but I'm old enough where I'm gonna claim it. I think that would be sick.
Hello there.
Okay.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Guys, the story's cooking, man. I made some money on the dice game. That's a great poem. I made some money on the dice game. Damn! Guys, this is such a sick line. I made some money on a dice game. I spent the money on some beer. I picked up a lizard in East Louisiana. I hadn't seen her in a couple of years. That's so sick, bro. Philo! Welcome, brother man! Imagine how insane it's gonna be to have the Western Republic, bro. It's gonna be so gangster. Okay, so that makes the controls spaz out. Don't do that next time. I made some money on a dice game. Spent the money on some beer. Picked a lizard up in East Louisiana. Hadn't seen her in a couple of years. I drank a bottle of tequila in the evening. When I woke up, I was back on the road. That's so sick, bro. Listen to this. I met a tweaker in the Bad Plains. I bought some methamphetamine. I used a lighter with a little piece of foil. Roll the window up in my little machine. This is such a cool song, bro. Greetings there, greetings. I got it higher than a 747. Felt like I was flying in a plane. That's so good, man. Why is all the songs about drugs and degeneracy the best? I'm here. I'm at the U. Oh, there we go. There's a horse rider right there.
Mr. Case.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, we need to move.
Yes, sir. Tall Trees is such a cool place. Lots of folk in New Baton Rouge, Mr. Barlow. Not friendly folk either. Not to you.
It's to be expected.
Only that we're getting mighty close to it. That's why I thought I'd tell you.
Cross here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right. Lay your horse down in the bushes. Mr. Case.
Yes, sir.
You and Smoke made progress on the location of Esteban.
Sure have.
Do you know where they're holding him?
I reckon we do, sir.
I have the $100. I told you I'd pay you.
I'll be
You need the location.
I'll be damned. We'll all be damned. We'll all be damned. We'll all be damned. Mr. Jamie Barlow, I've been so hard pressed for cash. Well, I reckon you kept your end of the bargain. Reckon you sure
Good
did.
to us.
That you have.
Do you mind if we just step over just a foot somewhere level ground? Can't seem to get my eyes oriented.
The legs up.
Over here.
Still behind the shrubberies, though. Oh, that's so much better. Mr. Barlow, that's a whole heap of a sum. Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, I feel better about this too. $100, Mr. Case. You and Smoke can spend it how you like. But consider it a small investment to what the new Western Republic will hold in total.
Well, I'll be damned, Mr. Jamie Barlow. I figure I just got to tell you a whole heap of stuff. As far as the Esteban thing goes, I'd like it to be understood that me and Smoke would like a part to play in his escape. Just want to be there. On account of I've been throwing my hat into this Western Republic all the ways, and I've been having meetings after meetings.
You're telling me you want to break in to a potential federal prison, U.S. military camp, whatever the fuck it may be. You gonna be there slinging iron with us, Mr. Smoke?
Sure.
I mean, Mr. Case, Mr. Case.
I sure am, son. I sure am. And so is Mr. Smoke. On account of without Mr. Smoke, this Esteban, hell, we would have never discovered where he is. At this very moment, Mr. Smoke is digging. And he's trying to discover the exact details. I need your word of honor on your father's memory, son, that again, when the plans take place for this man's escape, me and Smoke is gonna be right there.
Be you, myself, Omar, Smoke, Jack Cooper.
Very well. Mr. Esteban is being held at Fort Wallace. Now that's in the jurisdiction of a certain Sheriff Woody. And this Mr. Woody is awfully close to Mr. Smoke.
Jack Cooper is currently laying his head at our camp. He told me something mighty interesting the other day. Something that will have to stay between you and I. You see, I'm already putting a lot of trust in you, Mr. Case, as you are into me. You are a free man currently, but as soon as we do this, you will be wanted for treason, sedition.
Yo, thank you, brother. Much love, bro. I'm listening, son. I'm all ears.
Well, I need your word of honor now that you won't tell anyone this information.
He's got my word, son.
What if I were to tell you that Jack Cooper didn't murder that family in the snow that day?
Why the hell would he go on and lie about it?
Same reason I take credit for attacks going on the city that I have nothing to do with.
What? It don't make no sense.
It's an illusion. You see, he told me to my face that it was his boys, a man named Slip, that went in there and slaughtered that family, and they didn't turn their back on Cooper. Cooper turned their back on them. Could not live with what his boys had done.
I'll be damned. That's the truth. No, it never made much sense. On account of his boys said that Jack Cooper went crazy causing all the murders and stuff, and I couldn't think if that was the case, why didn't they separate then and there when he done the killing? On account of when I showed up in the morning to the cabin, Jack Cooper had left and the other ones were still asleep. Jack Cooper left a note on the wall that, hey, I'm out of here, you won't be seeing me, don't follow me. But I took that note, and Mr. Toby didn't know of it. And I thought if they had such a big issue with him killing, why did they sleep together at night? It also explains why maybe Toby and Henry were fixing on getting themselves killed. The guilt might have been too much for them to bear.
Mr. Cooper seems genuinely like a man that just wants vengeance.
Remember
for his
when we
wife.
loved each other? Mr. Jamie, there's been a whole bunch of things that I've been setting in motion, and I figure it's time to tell you. You know, I've been working as much as I could, talking to Santi and trying to sway him to your side because I thought initially he did abandon you. I was at New Baton Rouge today talking to Jesse and Mr. Curtis. I told them that the West is going to be independent. The New Baton Rouge is going to be the premier port, where all the goods and resources leaving the West will pass through there on account of it's the first stop before the Eastern Union. They was mighty hesitant. They seem to think you want to have him killed. They seem to think that Santiago wants him killed, and hell, I ain't never witnessed such bad blood before in my life.
Before you go on, Case, let me tell you something about Jesse Bennett. He had a brother named Paul. Trusted that man with my goddamn life. We was out there cattle rustling, hitting trains since we was 18 years old. Trusted him just as much as I trust Omar. Jesse was 14 years old, up to my fucking chest. He was just a little thing.
He
little
said you turned him into
grasshopper.
a nugget.
I turned Paul into a nugget.
He said he's a dismembered nugget now, and it's on account of you, Mr. Jamie.
Give me a break.
But that's what he said. He said you turned him into a Cajun nugget. No arms, no legs. He'd never forgive you.
Real story, Mr. Case, is a job went wrong. Paul took a bullet to the head. He survived that bullet to the head. But he ain't the same no more. Can't even feed himself. And someone had to step up and raise that boy Jesse, and it was me. Sending out monthly payments to him to make sure he was raised right. I couldn't always be there for him, but I made sure he was looked after.
Well, I'll be damned.
I sent him out this way. I told him to be a part of my dream, my vision, my people's vision. But he left me to die at the Aurora Basin that day. Turned his back on me. He could go on and on about how he didn't want to pick a side, but the fact of the matter, Mr. Case, is he picked a side that day. He left me to die. Because the scent, the aroma of the Dawsons was too strong. He knew him for 2 weeks. I've known him his whole life, and he left me to die. So fuck Jesse Bennett.
Mr. Jamie, allow me to bend your ear a second. The animosity between all of y'all is too deep for me to comprehend, and I don't think I can. But this is what I know. I'm old, and I've seen my fair share of things, and I ain't never seen an opportunity so ripe like this one here with the West. But it can't be done by yourself. Nor can it be done with Jesse. Nor can it be done with Santiago. Nor can I do it myself. It's gonna take a collective effort. And sometimes even enemies got to work together to each satisfy their own personal needs and wants. It took a whole hell of a lot of convincing today, but Mr. Jesse Bennett and Curtis finally gave me the agreement that they're in this independent separatist movement. Now, I've been rallying. The last stop I got is Mr. Santiago.
Partner, I own that sheriff office. I fell on the sword so we could keep the sheriff office. Santiago and I are like this. All them deputies, those are New Western Republic folk. The day we march Esteban down there and reclaim New Austin as the New Western Republic, they are all loyal to me, to the vision, to the West.
Even Braxton?
Even Braxton.
And that Easy Street feller?
And that Easy Street.
All of them.
All my chips are on the table, Mr. Case.
You now know everything.
Santiago murdered Dean Mercer. Right there with me.
Learned that today from Mr. Jesse Bennett.
Well, that boy weren't lying to you.
Mr. Jamie, do you mind if I say some things? You see, I'm old like I says, but I got my own ambitions as well.
Go on.
I believe the reason for the lack of success in the past 30 years is there's a certain lack of experience, political experience, infrastructural experience. There's certain stuff that's got to be done the right way. Certain contacts established, especially with that there Spain and the Spanish crown. I'd like to have my part in directing those things. If this is gonna work, that whole Western Republic's got to be done correct. With the proper paperwork, and I use that word for the lack of a better one. Certain declaration with certain provinces, each one with their own independent interests, so that they keep on fighting. New Baton Rouge would be one, and so would other parts of the West. It's gonna carry on. It needs a figurehead, not so much as notorious as yourself, one to manage all the more subtle things. Someone to bring all the outlying pieces together. And I figure that's where my ambitions lie.
You will have your piece of the new Western Republic, Mr. Case.
I ain't looking to be a sheriff. Looking for something different. Something like a governor. Maybe even something more. Mr. Jesse Bennett has agreed to attend a certain council with certain figureheads of this movement. The same way the forefathers got together and had the Declaration of Independence with each one of their names signed at the bottom, with a clear plan and agreement. Well, I figure something like that is quite necessary here. Considering that many of those folk that put their signatures down on the bottom of that declaration were enemies, fought duels with each other. But they put that aside to fight the independent. You was gonna need New Baton Rouge. It's the first stop. And them boys is seething with hate towards you and Mr. Santiago.
Jesse betrayed me. How am I supposed to trust him again to fight for the vision when the first thing he did was pack his bags, say fuck you and fuck the vision, I'ma go make my own thing? I get what you're saying, the founding fathers, they was enemies.
I don't know how it'll work without Baton Rouge, without thieves. We could attempt it, but it'll be a lot more difficult. If you don't accept, well, we'll just shift the trade routes different ways. Perhaps we'll get the trains running and divert all the resources directly away from New Baton Rouge. If they can't put the differences aside. I figure in just a week, I'll be able to rally some sort of support myself. And all sorts of folk will be swarming.
Everything I told you today, you gotta keep to yourself.
I will. Won't say a word of it. I was leaving Mr. Santiago for last to try to compel him, as much as I could, to invest in you, in the Western Republic, to help us when we drive out Esteban and bring him home. Now, if you believe, and if Mr. Santiago thinks it's impossible to work with Jesse, it's gonna make stuff a lot harder, but so be it.
There may yet be a solution to this problem. There is a thread we have yet to pull on, Jamie. Those fellas who want to speak with us. The
Yeah, you
solution to
right.
this might be there.
You right.
But we will not know for certain until after the meeting.
Them's isn't the Dawson boys, is it? On account I don't trust them.
Fuck the Dawson boys. They get seen stepping foot in the West, they are getting charged for treason and hung.
Well, they's in Thieves Landing in New Baton Rouge.
Because Jesse Bennett is a Dawson boy sympathizer. He chose them over me. Jesse Bennett was seen going into that Blackwater prison with the Dawsons and collaborated a story to work with the marshals to pin it all on me.
I was there when it happened.
Why do you think I made that manifesto? My heart was broken, Case. That's why I burnt Bennett. We got Rhino Herb in the West. Helps us wake up hard and stay hard 24/7, but allow me to be soft for a moment. Jesse Bennett broke my heart.
You know, I will say I don't like the idea of fighting and dying and risking it all. If New Baton Rouge is gonna be swarming with folk that ain't sympathizing with the West but take advantage of all the fruits.
Like Omar was saying, we still have a card to play. We have a meeting.
As we have revealed a lot to you, Mr. Case will also reveal this to you as well. There are some men whom are particularly close to Jesse Bennett. A man by the name of David and a man by the name of Aemon.
Aemon Targaryen.
They have been in contact with us in secret. Whether this is known to Jesse Bennett or not, we do not know. But they wish to speak with us. They've told us that we might have more in common with each other than we think. This meeting, and whatever they speak of, whatever they have to tell us, could be the solution to securing New Baton Rouge's involvement, their part in the new Western Republic.
He's gonna have to compromise about the Dawsons coming and going. There's a certain Cassius Creed there that's also sticking his fingers all in the West. I don't quite like it, but so be it. Santiago's brought him to the West to start drilling for oil there from Plainview. And that oil is going to go straight to Jesse Bennett. But if that place is going to be full of folk that you want to see hanged if they step into that territory, I don't see how that's going to work.
It's two names. Charles Dawson, Abraham Dawson. We're offering Jesse Bennett to be part of a country, a new country. You can't compromise on two traitors.
Like I says, he's agreed. But there's got to be a preliminary sit-down. Where you've got to agree not to fire at him. Where the figureheads of those involved in risking their necks for this movement will be had. Will you attend this council?
Let us have our meeting first, then I'll get an answer back to you.
Of course. Like I said, we're working on more of the preliminary details on Mr. Esteban. He was taken to Fort Wallace. I'll be meeting with Smoke to give him the updates that have been paid. And I'll give you an update as soon as we know more. Do we have a date for when this man we're fixing to have him released? Are we talking days?
Yes, it will be a couple of days for we still need to handle something for Mr. Cooper to ensure his part in the plan is secured as well. And afterwards
we need to get him Kane.
That's
yes,
right. You're gonna have to be real careful about Kane.
Indeed, we will be. But once all of that is settled, we will begin probing for an angle for how we're going to tackle this issue with Esteban.
Very well. I believe McFarlane's also going to be an issue.
I do not believe so.
Is them folk loyal to the New Western Republic? They hate Mr. Cooper to death. You telling me Darcy and Les are on your side?
We'll see how it all plays out, but they cannot stand the Union, I'll say that as much.
Well, that's good to hear. Make things a whole hell of a lot easier. I suppose I'll get to going now, Mr. Barlow. When are you fixing to have this meeting, Mr. Omar, with this potential threat?
It will be today, as soon as we can. It will be the next thing we do after we leave here now.
I beg of you to keep me posted after the meeting.
Absolutely, we will be in touch. We'll have that answer for you promptly, for we cannot delay.
And I'll get on out of here and allow y'all to conduct business.
Last thing, Mr. Case, I may seem to be a stubborn man. The fact that I don't want to bend to letting trade with the Dawsons. Those boys, they step foot in our land, it is only to come and take my life. For already struck down Coral Hay, whatever the fuck her last name is. Just not about an hour ago, we took out one of their other boys.
Mr. Clifford?
Nah, that fella, that's a little fish. That's a little scrimp.
Did you take out Mr. Charles himself?
We took out their gunsmith in the city, Jebediah Goldstriker.
A good riddance. I never liked that little rascal. He's all full of lies. Was spinning a mighty fine story to me for quite a long time till I discovered the truth. There's one last thing I told Mr. Jesse and Curtis before I left. I said if they join the Western Republic, they become the most profitable point on account of all the resources will be leaving and coming through there. That much of that, or some of that profit, is going to have to flow back west. And I think that's mighty important. And I suppose
Very well.
I suppose that's all.
We'll keep you updated.
Keep you as well. I'm just gonna go up to Valentine and see what more we can learn about Esteban. He's got to not tell anyone that he's there.
Absolutely not.
If word spreads, someone might try to get in there and ruin our plans.
It will not be revealed to the others until the day we set everything in stone, they plan everything.
Very well. Well, let's get to going now.
Fairly well.